Last time on Square Roots, we meet empowered Princess Emily, who doesn't take any flack from anyone, so of course we conspire with her terrible sister to depose her. After meeting and summarily executing Haskell's former pupil, we replace Boss Babe Emily with passive, pale imitation, who we insist is the real one. No, you know who's a real one? The lady in the thighless chaps who eats like a starving dog and only speaks to cute boys. Live your truth, Lenus. You may not be a princess, but to me, you're a queen.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Square Roots, the classic RPG podcast. My name is Jim Banks. I'm joined by Matthew Van Zandt.
Lenus.
Johnny Zeeg Brandon.
Just so everyone knows, Vanessa spelled Lenus like penis.
Is that not how it's spelled? It's Lenus, isn't it?
That is correct.
That is correct. Also, speak of the devil, Vanessa's here too.
Hi, I'm the devil.
And this is a podcast where we
knew
play
it.
and talk about your favorite classic RPGs, one chunker at a time. And this is part 5 of Legend of Dragoon.
Oh,
We're
boy.
still gooning.
What is so
Dragoonatron,
legendary about
the
it?
Goonville.
Well,
What is the legend? What is the legend of Dragoon? Is
that
there a titular legend?
The 11,000 years ago Dragon
the
campaign where the
Wings.
dragons
Yeah.
fought, which we get a big fat cutscene of this chunker.
Yeah, big.
With all new characters. I want to see a prequel about those guys.
Yeah, these are the original Power Rangers, not the Mighty Morphin variants that we have today.
Yeah.
These are this is the Super Sentai, and what we have is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
right. They look way cooler.
Yeah. And probably had a better plot. In fact, we know they had a better plot because it ended in a tragedy. I hope this
Maybe
ends
this will end in a tragedy. We don't know.
I hope so.
I mean that's like saying the prequels are better because Darth Vader has a tragic story.
Dang,
which
you
is-
got me
That's
there.
what Matt has always said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a baby Gen Zer, and those are the Star Wars movies that my generation grew up with. Thank you.
What, you want me to watch those old ones full of puppets?
Yep, that is something I am
Stop
famously
motion.
quoted as saying on this podcast all the time.
Yep.
You know what I do like is those battle droids that are like Roger, Roger.
I mean,
I like
that
those
That was a
things,
good
too.
move.
I
Yeah,
don't-
I think that.
I don't dislike them. I think they're fun.
I think people weirdly disagree with me on this, but Phantom Menace is the only one of those movies that is even remotely watchable to me.
No, that's the worst one.
That's
yeah.
actually the only one that I've seen of the prequels.
It's the only
What
one you
are
need
you
to see.
talking about?
It's the only one you
I
need
haven't
to
even seen
see.
the other
It
two.
goes downhill from
Weird.
there.
It has baby Darth Vader and that yet can pilot a fighter ship,
Yeah.
and it
Way
has
too much
say it was
Jar
a
Jar
good movie.
Binks.
I did
No,
not
the
say
other
it was a
one,
good
like-
movie, but it's
Oh,
got the
no,
battle
no.
droids. It's got the Naboo stuff, which is okay. It's got Darth Maul, who fucking kicks ass. It's got probably the best hand-to-hand combat scene in the entire fucking series.
With
at
Qui-Gon
the end
Jinn?
with Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan
Yeah,
and
that
fucking
fight
Darth
rips.
Maul. That shit rips. Oh,
What
and
about
maybe one of the
that-
best music scenes in the entire movie with Duel of Fates.
But
Oh,
I don't know. Sometimes Revenge of the Sith
and it's got pod racing.
is worse. I think you might be right that Revenge of the Sith is worse.
I think,
but
both
I
the
still think
you
Attack
know,
of the Clones is better.
the one where he complains about sand. And
Yeah, I think that scene is okay.
No. Oh no. This
I
is
think
about to
that
become the
scene-
Final Fantasy X Tidus and Yuna laughing
Yeah.
scene.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I like that scene inspired a world of gifts of her being like, "You mean fight for the
Oh yeah, the Padme meme.
yeah to
It's a
help?"
good meme.
Yeah, that's a good meme.
That doesn't make the movie.
I really like Ian McDiarmid, who I've famously seen on Broadway stage. That's Vanessa's theater report.
Mhm.
And he's not in the first one enough for me. So I like the other ones better.
That reminds
There's
me.
a lot.
2 and 3, we replaced Darth Maul with fucking Darth Dooku.
Count Dooku.
Count
Dooku. And
Dooku.
General Grievous,
His
the
name's
robot
Count
that
Dooku.
coughs.
Count Dooku, a.k.a. Darth Sidious. No, wait, that's Palpatine's name.
No,
Darth
yeah.
Scandalous, Darth...
Oh, I don't remember.
Do we ever learn his
What's
Darth
what's
name?
the name of the actor?
think he gets
Lee.
Christopher
what-
Lee.
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee.
He's
yeah,
amazing.
one of them's Darth
Even he's not enough
Sidious.
to
One
save
of
that
them's
movie.
like Darth something else, like
Darth
Scandalous or something. They all have the
Pander.
stupidest names.
Darth Plagueis the
no.
Wise.
I was just. He is
I've heard
not
that.
Darth
I've heard that
Plagueis
tale.
You know
the
that
Wise.
I'm sure you know this, but you know that Vader is in Vader, right?
Mhm.
No.
Yeah. That's so. If you ever wondered why did the first one have a cool name and all the other ones were terrible, the first one was terrible too. It just was not close enough for you to instantly pick up on it like it is with all the other ones.
Doesn't Vader also
She's
mean
looking it up.
father in German or something?
I'm looking at Count Dooku's Darth name.
Yeah.
Because I was about to do that.
Darth
Jim.
Tyrannus.
Ooh,
Darth
yeah.
Tyrannus is
kinda
Count
like
Dooku's
that.
I
name.
was-
Ooh.
I was just recording footage for my Vice City video of Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight with the FMV.
Mhm.
It was the first Star Wars FMV in a while, other than that Rogue Leader or whatever the one was, that FMV Star Wars game that came out a year before. And the Dark Jedi guy is so bad. He's so bad.
Oh no! I'm
Oh,
sure he
he's
did his
great.
best.
Shadows of the Empire, best Star Wars game. Jim, quick question. You can cut this.
That's
Who is editing? Is this a
insane.
Johnny or a Jim week?
It's a Jim.
This is a Jim weekend.
Jim, I'm going to suggest to you that you grab this podcast by the fucking throat and drag us into the rest of the intro before we go on about Star Wars for an hour.
Yeah. Time for a Honk Gaming Goose. We just have a little bit to touch on. Steam Machine.
Wait.
Price,
Did you say what the show's
release.
about?
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
did.
he didn't say. No.
No.
I did.
he
I
didn't.
did. I did.
Yeah,
I
we
did.
went
I said
straight into Star Wars talk. Jim,
Yeah.
every episode is somebody's first episode, which if Legend of Dragoon episode 4 is your first episode, you have made a mistake.
it. Episode 5.
Yeah,
No,
it's
5.
right?
Excuse me.
I said 5.
Mhm.
All right, Steam Machine. Honk Steam Machine.
Steam Machine. It looks.
It has a
so
price.
cool.
It's over $1,000. It's a little box.
It's a little
It's
pricey.
over $1,000 at the base level, which does not come with the controller, which I know for some people is a big sticking point.
You can use any like
I
Bluetooth
have-
controller with it though.
I have so
Like,
many
use your
controllers
fucking
just, like,
PlayStation
on
controller.
my
Use your
desk
Xbox controller.
That will work.
That
with
assumes
it.
that someone already has a PlayStation or an Xbox.
Well, go to
What if this is their
go
first
to wherever and
console?
buy a $20 USB controller.
Yeah.
I do feel like if you don't already know that going in and you just pick which I don't even know if this is ever going to be possible, but I think if your grandma picked this up at the store for you and you opened up the box all excited on Christmas morning and there was no fucking controller, you would be like, what?
There's no mouse and keyboard either.
Yes, I didn't think there would be.
It's a good point, though.
I don't know, it's a
No,
computer.
there should be because
Yeah.
it is a little computer. Steam Machine
They're all
is a computer
computers,
that does
but
less
most of
than
the
a
computers
computer.
come with a controller.
It could do just as
Yeah.
much as a computer.
It is a computer. It's just
They're
a
all
It is a
computers.
computer.
An Xbox is a computer. A PlayStation
no,
is a
but I
complete
mean, this is a
computer.
PC
I just said.
you could install Windows on.
This is like a modular computer. Like
Yeah.
you can customize it and do stuff.
If it's
you
a
can put your own
computer,
operating
then-
system on it.
Why do I want it instead of a computer?
Do you?
No, I don't want it. I'm famously a hater.
Because
Of the
it's
Steam
tiny, I
Machine.
think, I think because it has an OS that you can front end to just turn on and play like a console, and also
Yeah.
it's little, so it can sit in your entertainment center or whatever.
And it's quiet,
All right.
and it's relatively affordable, especially given the current economic climate.
It's the
Unprecedented.
same people that were saying that the Switch
economic
2 was
time.
too expensive fucking 6 months ago.
Well, it's I don't know. PCs are expensive, buddy. That's what can I tell you? Like
It's a console.
It's a PC. It's not a console.
Oh, then they should probably
It's a PC.
Make it a console.
I think $1,000 is pretty reasonable for a budget PC. That is pretty good. They priced out the parts. Basically, Steam is not making any money on this, or a tiny bit of profit. So yeah.
I read an interview with someone at Steam where they're like, why don't you guys sell your hardware at a loss like the other console makers do? Because they, their business model is sell their consoles at a slight loss, but recoup their money in PS Plus.
But they're not
and Game
backed up
Pass.
by Sony or Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Backed
mean,
up by
Steam is a
Steam,
gigantic, famously incredibly profitable company.
Right, but it
also-
doesn't have.
It's not the
it doesn't
same
have the
thing.
market.
Is it? Do you think Valve
No.
makes the same amount of money as fucking Microsoft and Sony?
No. And the
can't
thing is,
imagine that it comes even
hardware
close.
production wise, they don't make anywhere they make a tenth of what Sony and Xbox have made in terms of consoles. So they don't have the share to be like, oh, give me a good price on memory, give me a good price on, every component. And the components that are in it are pretty good. And when Jim and I talked about this 4 months ago was it April when it got announced, Jim and I both said it's probably going to be around $1,000 due to the memory and storage prices. And we were right. They were hoping that prices would go down and they could sell it for $750. That was the original goal, was $750, which is an amazing price. And the world just won't support that price right now. And I'm not a Steam apologist. I use all the different stores. I have 15 different storefronts on my computer right now.
Wow, that's too many.
That's a lot.
Well, it's not 15, but let's see. I've got Ubisoft. I've got GOG
1,
Galaxy, Xbox.
2, 3,
Epic Games, EA,
4,
Amazon,
5,
Rockstar.
6, 7.
Yeah, okay. 7 plus Steam. So that's what I got.
I have all those, but I don't have Amazon.
I just get, because if you have Prime, you get free games every month. So
Yeah, I
don't
always
have
forget to
Prime.
get those.
yeah.
What are you talking about? How can you not have Prime? How are you living?
I canceled my Prime membership. You know what's crazy? I never think about ordering from Amazon anymore now that I don't have Prime. I used to do it once a week. I would just want something and then just go buy it, but now I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
The only thing
nice.
I really
Huh.
use it for is to get cheap creatine, and it ends up working it works out that the price I could get creatine for off of Amazon is about $8 cheaper. So
You get
it,
cheap creatine on Amazon.
yeah, it just covers.
I had to buy something for Prime Day, and I was looking at it on Wednesday, and they were like, "We'll give you 7 days of Prime for $2," and I was like, "Nah." And I came back the next day to look again at the thing I was thinking about, and they were like, "We'll give you 30 days of Prime for free, and an $80 gift
Oh, wow.
card."
Nice.
Oh,
They're
Wow.
always
geez.
offering me too since I canceled. Every time I open the app, they're like, "Do you want to come back to Amazon Prime free?" And I'm like, "No."
Yeah,
Mm.
I set the reminder on my phone for next month to pop up the day before it renews. I'm not fucking paying for that.
I'm also watching through some Miami Vice for my Vice City thing, so it's useful right now. On
I do
Prime.
like Prime, the streaming
Oh,
service. Prime, the streaming service is A, got some
Yeah.
shows that I really like, and B, is a good thing. It's a good one to turn on and just be like, I just want to watch some movie that I've probably seen before and I like and don't have to pay a lot of attention to. Prime's great for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I use Tubi for. I mean, you got
I've been
ads,
meaning to
but
kind
I
of check
like a
out Tubi. People seem to really like it.
Yeah,
Tubi
I've been
box.
hearing more and more about it.
Tubi's the best.
Mhm.
It's got ads, but there's such a diverse mix of stuff on there, and it's got really crappy originals that have the production quality of a high school film.
Now,
All right,
Exciting.
so we've
With
talked about
the-
the Steam machine, but Vanessa, before we started recording, mentioned a STEM machine, and what is that?
Yeah, it wasn't me, but also I do have other things to say about the Steam machine.
Mhm.
Every boy loves the Steam machine because it has a dumb little wooden panel on it, like it's a
Yeah.
70s
Do you
basement.
like the little wooden
And
It's
panel?
I
like an
think
Atari.
it's ugly. No, I think it's ugly. I don't like it. I don't like that aesthetic, and I'm
But-
unhappy that it's back.
I grew
What
up in a
about the
household
cloth
where every
thread
car that I
panel?
had, that my parents had some sort of wood paneling on the faux wood paneling on the side.
Yeah, it's that faux wood paneling. It makes me think about sitting in a basement.
What about the
I
cloth
don't want
red
to do that
panel?
anymore. I guess that's a little bit better because it's slightly different. I think if you're going to have cloth panels, you should really let people customize it. Like, give us lots of cute little, like, I
I
want a
think they are.
cornflower blue panel with like sweet little flowers on it. And it will be my adorable little steam machine. Except I
Well-
don't want a steam machine. Except usually what happens with this new software is I'll be a hater and I'll be like, I don't see why anyone would want that. And then like 6 months later, I'm like, I want one.
Maybe.
Guys, I want one.
I
Like
want
Miss
one. I want one of those
Machine.
faceplates made out of denim.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
My car has a like
Jam.
all the dashboard panels are covered in like a corduroy on my car. It's very weird.
Oh, I did not
That is
know
weird.
that.
Yeah. I think it's like a recycled fabric or something, and it is it's nice. They got rid of it for the like people hated it. So they got rid of it real fast on my car. But I do have one of the 2 years that has the stupid panels, and I love it. Anyway, so Vanessa also saw a picture of one that was super long. So she thought it was like, remember how the Wii U was like over a foot long? I think Vanessa thought it was going to be like that.
That's what I thought it was. I didn't think it was a cube. I thought
have
it
one
was
sitting behind me, and it is
square in
not
the
over a
front
foot
and then
long.
a rectangle.
I was gonna say, I don't remember them being like a foot long.
The Wii U, they're pretty long. Those
Yeah.
are long boys.
Literally
Measure it.
looking at one right now.
Measure it.
Okay.
Measure it.
So-
Live measuring Wii U
So
time.
let's talk about the performance. It comes with one stick of 16 gig RAM, which is a problem for the AMD processor that it has. I don't know if you remember, a few years ago, I had an AMD processor and I put on a second stick of RAM, and suddenly the computer just was so much better. And so if you got one of these, budget once prices go down another stick of RAM, because you'll be much happier with the way that thing performs. It'll be literally an instant boost for it. You want 2 sticks of RAM with your AMD
10 and
processor.
a half inches.
Oh, okay.
Almost 11.
Yeah.
10 and 3/4.
Oh, well, it's close enough.
That's pretty close.
Yeah.
That's within the margin of error, I think. I'll give it to you, John.
All
I
right.
did say it was like a foot.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
say it was like over a foot.
You didn't say exactly a foot.
Yeah, I think I said over. But
Oh.
performance is pretty good. I think it's a pretty equivalent to what Jim just got, PC wise. So
You
like,
say just got. I've had this thing for like 2 years.
okay, Jim's computer that he's had for like 2 years, like it can do ray tracing in Alan Wake 2. So
Yeah.
that'll look nice. And it's running on Linux, so it doesn't have that Windows like 20% clawback of performance. So things are going to run nicer than they would on a Windows PC. But you can also install Windows. Get a second hard drive, take out a mortgage, get a second hard drive on that thing. And yeah, it's also upgradable, which is nice.
Side
Yeah.
note, I measured the Xbox Series X, and it is closer to 11 and a half inches.
Oh, all right.
wow.
Well, now it's bragging. And but yeah, your games will run nice. And one thing I thought when I bought my PC 4 years ago that I would have to upgrade it by now, that it wouldn't be able to run games. But it turns out no one can afford new components anymore, so games aren't really stressing this thing that much. So right now we are in a glorious moment where you don't have to upgrade your PC every 4 years. It's fine. You can just keep using it for like 10 years. So this will last a while. If you don't like it, they priced out on Gaming Nexus, that one long-haired guy who always complains about stuff. I like him. I think his name's Steve. He priced out making an equivalent computer with off-the-shelf parts, and it came to like $950. So if you want to make it yourself, you'll save $100.
Side note,
Will it?
I measured the PlayStation 5, and it is over 15 inches.
Whoa. Hey, John, I will say, I think one thing to remember is that I think SteamOS is worth that extra $100. I think SteamOS works great.
But you can also
I like
put that on
SteamOS.
your current computer for free. It's just look
Can
up,
you just download SteamOS
well,
and put it on
it's
your
like
computer?
that-
It's just a Linux.
Yeah,
it's
just
a
get
Linux cover,
Bazzite,
isn't it?
and then you can run Steam full screen in it. It won't. I don't think
Oh,
it'll
with, like
do
the big picture mode?
Yeah, I don't think it'll do the sleep mode properly. That is the one advantage of the console over just using Bazzite, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Interesting. Okay.
Will it run games
oh,
better than my Steam Deck?
Yes, 100%.
Yes, 100%.
Okay,
Yeah.
but less well than like a proper gaming computer, like an Alienware or something.
Yeah, if you spend $2,000-3,000 on a computer right now, you'll get a better computer.
Okay.
Gosh, I'm glad I bought mine when I did. It would be so expensive.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
And I bought extra RAM for mine because it was like, oh, 100, it was 150
good
bucks
idea.
for another 16 or for,
Yeah, why not?
for 32 gigs of RAM. And now that's like $800.
I know. I have 2 sticks of RAM sitting like right over here, but I can't install it because it doesn't work with my processor or my.
Oh,
my
okay.
processor.
Yeah, mine are DDR4. So it might
Yeah,
be
so
one.
mine are DDR5, but I have 2 sticks of DDR4. And do you want this RAM actually?
Yeah,
I have 2 sticks of DDR4 RAM if you want it.
Yes. Would it be okay if I gave him to Julio? He is looking for DDR4.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Send him to me.
Jim, that's like $2,000 worth of RAM.
I know. I'll probably have
So-
to. I should get insurance on the package. When I send it.
Put him in bubble wrap.
Yeah.
How big or how much gigs are those?
Okay. All right.
Okay. I'll have to ask.
All right.
Wait, hold on.
Enough about the Steam machine.
Okay.
They're 8 gigs apiece.
Okay. Yeah. That's
so
fine.
it's 16 gigs.
Yep.
Honkity honk honk.
Yeah.
Matt.
Y'all hear about Nintendo?
No.
I've heard of Nintendo.
Mm-hmm. So two pieces of information that we learned this week, both of which makes me think that Nintendo is the best.
Number one.
The 2 things that make me think Nintendo is the best console company.
What?
Number 1, Nintendo has raised salaries for employees 10% across the board.
Oh, that's great.
And number 2, Nintendo Switch 2 sold over 5 million units in the United States this year, in its first year of life, making it the fastest selling console since they started tracking console sales in 1995.
Well, that's less virtuous than raising the salary, but I guess they're probably related. They've made a lot of sales and therefore are able to raise everyone's salary.
They did
I'm
a
glad that
big
they're doing
stock.
that instead of just dumping it back into the stock shareholders.
They did a big stock buyback earlier this year, I think.
Gross.
Is that gross? Why is
I
that
don't know.
gross? Buying the stock back for your company and not, I don't know, it seems reasonable to me.
Doesn't that just like you know what? Let's not get sidetracked.
You're right. So Nintendo seems to be doing pretty well. And I think that's pretty neat because I think that Nintendo's kind of the last bastion right now of old school gaming, kind of, It's a relatively cheap machine that you can just put in your living room and play and buy a bunch of single player experiences, a lot of which are first party Nintendo developed games, obviously. But, if it was Xbox or Sony, they would be shutting down their developers right now instead of raising stocks.
Wow, hot take.
Raising salaries.
I'm sure
Cool.
Xbox and Sony are raising salaries for some people.
Like who?
I don't know the names of the CEOs of companies because I'm not that kind of dork. I am a dork, but not that kind.
Is it time for Questlog?
It is.
Yes, please.
We don't have much to.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of hot gaming news, and we don't want to spend a lot of time on it because once again, these notes are fucking long. This,
I picked a short chunker.
I mean,
it was the
I don't want to
tiniest,
do this.
shortest chunker.
I don't want to do this series for 18 episodes, so I don't mind. It's not really even the length of the chunker. It's just a dense game. A lot of shit happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's an old school
It's
RPG.
narratively rich. Mm-hmm.
But before we get into the
Doesn't-
quest log, we should
feel that
probably
way.
plug those
Yeah.
streams. Jim, some of the Discord users, Chris in particular, said that they were having stream withdrawals because you've been gone for a week.
Mm-hmm.
I actually haven't streamed in the last few weeks. I've only streamed like twice.
Wow.
It's weird.
Yeah.
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 But yeah,
Sometimes
at
if I'm
YouTube-
bored at night, I'm like, where's Jim? And I try to turn on the stream and you're not there.
Aw.
Very
I
sad
know, it's
for
been
me.
a minute.
Mm-hmm. I'm all alone in the kitchen doing the dishes with no friend to entertain me.
Oh,
If you want to look for our non-existent or not live streams, I won't say non-existent, you can find them at youtube.com/squarerootsthestream.tv. And that's where you can find my my incomplete playthrough of Alien Isolation. And I've also played a bunch of other stuff.
We're going to play a game, me and Jim.
Yeah, we're gonna stream the new Fears to Fathom, which is multiplayer only. This is a first for Fears to Fathom, so that'll be fun.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see if you're as frightened of me in the game as you are of the NPCs.
Do you remember the last Fears to Fathom game I played, which
Yes,
was
I don't remember his name, but I remember you being terrified of the guy
it
who
was
was
like
hitting on
Chris
you.
or Adam or something, wasn't it? Or Mark? Was it Mark?
Yeah, Mark sounds right.
Yeah, but you were like the whole conceit of the game was that you were in this like Airbnb for a weekend, but you were with like this guy who like had a crush on you and was trying to keep himself from being friend zoned and kept wanting to play weird games like hide and seek in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, it was good. But anyways, yeah, find that on YouTube. Johnny, what's going on with Bears and Games Neo?
I'm working on a script, and I put in a few hours of writing on the script, so that's going nicely. The reason I was recording Jedi Knight Star Wars stuff was that I talk about sort of what PC games were like in 2002, and so Jedi Knight 2 came out that year. And that game is a good-looking game. It's a good-looking, good playing. Seems like a almost modern PC game compared with
People
Jedi
really
Knight
love
1.
those. Yeah, that game. It still has like a fan community that's like modding it and playing it online, doesn't it?
Probably. I did play some of Jedi Knight online. That was pretty fun back in the day, like in 1997, almost 30 years ago, Matt.
Whoa, you can't say things like that.
It's true though.
It's too scary.
30 years ago. I was, a grown up.
I just realized I've lived in Florida for 30 years. I hate that for me.
I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, so I'm working on that. I'll try to get this out, sooner rather than later. Especially well before GTA 6 comes out, since that also takes place in Vice City and the GTA version of Florida, which is called Leonidas, I believe.
Ooh.
After Ponce de Leon, is that right? The Florida man?
Oh, the guy who was looking for the Fountain of Youth who discovered Florida.
Yeah.
Or I guess said he discovered Florida.
Well, there are already people there. I don't know.
Went to Florida.
He just went to Florida.
Yep.
There's an X-Files episode where those Spanish people did find the Fountain of Youth, and they're living in like the Florida Everglades, and they're like tree people that like are camouflaged in with the trees and stuff.
Oh, I remember that one.
That was a good one.
Did they shoot that in Vancouver? How did they?
I don't know.
They shot them all in Vancouver.
No, not the last like 4 seasons were shot in L.A. So they might have shot.
Oh,
No
I think this was
way.
before that.
Yeah, for real.
Anyways, we're getting sidetracked again.
We're-
It's time for the quest log.
All right, Jim is got his fist in
I'm
the
on
air.
it.
He's slamming it down like a dictator.
Fisting.
He's going like,
All right.
"We will play quest log now." Yeah.
All right,
Before
Matt,
we
you have
get-
something right up top here you want to get off your chest.
I do. Before we get into the quest log itself, it's time for spell talk. Who else saw Rose's level 3 spell Demon Gate? And have you watched the Japanese version of it, which I have
No.
linked in the notes?
I haven't watched.
I haven't.
All right,
Let's
Vanessa,
all
let's
watch
play.
it together now.
Yeah, let's play. Okay, so I'm getting ready.
Oh, how
1, 2, 3,
3.
click. All right.
Click.
So you describe it, Vanessa.
We have Rose, and she's turned into a Dragoon.
Mm-hmm.
She's getting ready to do her attack. She's glowing with light.
Mm-hmm.
She spreads her legs, and menstrual blood drops
Oh my
down from
God.
them. Then a big dark shaft shoots to the sky. She shows us her cooch, and she splits her whole self in two. And
world.
then she sort of opens a dark gate into hell from betwixt her leg, and she sucks a tree into it.
Yeah,
Then there's like a aftermath blast,
Mm-hmm.
and the tree is gone. And
is she
victory.
sucking? So is the titular demon gate her vagina?
Yes.
And is she sucking them into her vagina vortex?
So Jim and I had a similar thought when we first saw the spell, because in the American version, what drips out from between her legs is black, and it is very goopy and
Yeah, it's
textured.
like an ichor or like a big
Yeah.
blob.
Like just a bad case of diarrhea. It was obviously the first thought, but when you watch the Japanese version,
Not
where
right.
it is very red, you understand that yes, this is menstrual blood. Yes, her vagina is a gateway to hell.
I think this is interesting because even in the US version where it is black, I understood it immediately to be menstrual blood. I
Oh,
did think
interesting.
that perhaps it was like the kind where, sometimes you have a little bit of extra tissue, so you do get the plonk plonk that just plops right out of there.
Huh.
But I knew what it was immediately. I understood that her vagina was a gateway to hell. I was happy for her and proud of her for using what I think is a very empowering attack.
Oh, that's good. That's great. Huh. This is so Matt told me I have to do this attack. And actually I'd finished the chunker and I hadn't unlocked it, but it took like 20 minutes of grinding and I unlocked it. And wow, I was not expecting what I saw. I gotta say, every element of it was a surprise.
I was also surprised, but in like a delighted way, like somebody had given me a nice gift.
Jim, what are your feelings on Demon's Gate?
It seems like weirdly juxtaposed with the rest of the game. You know what I mean? Like, has Rose always been vagina themed? Like, it does.
She's been lady.
It's weird
themed. All
that
her
they're
attacks are,
making
like,
her the focal point of.
lady. You know?
Are they?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
She's got
Well,
like astral wind and like
She has that one that Cass like uses like. What's her level 2? Isn't vaginal? Is it?
no, it's like
That's the one where they get transformed into the Forbidden Zone from
Yeah.
Superman.
Oh yeah, she puts him in the pocket
The
dimension
Phantom
and then
Zone.
shatters it.
Phantom Zone.
Yeah,
and level 1 is the drain spell.
yeah, that's a good one. It gives quite a bit of HP back. Anyways, I thought the attack was pretty cool, but again, I was pretty confused at why the game was suddenly like very vagina forward.
Because according to the makers of this game, vaginas are gateways to hell, Jim.
Is that Vanessa? Do you agree with that reading?
I don't agree with that reading. I don't see why you would think that a demon's gate is a gateway to hell. I think instead that it is a gate that is used to take demons in to oneself,
Ooh.
where
Like
they
a-
shall remain forever.
Like a vaginal Kirby.
Like a vaginal Kirby. That's what she is. She's like a vaginal Kirby. She has an insatiable appetite. So she opens up and she gulps everything down, and then she gains their power.
What do you think her level 4 spell is going to be? Dentata?
Yeah, maybe. Or
Her
maybe
breasts
she'll,
have
like,
lasers.
Take it in.
Or milk.
Yeah, laser breasts.
laser boob.
laser
or
milk.
perhaps she'll take it in and
Laser
then birth
milk.
it. Like birth it out again, and then
Oh
will be an
yeah.
ally.
All right, so
Or she's shopping for them and then covers them in bags.
Like a lady.
Yeah.
We travel back to Danow and meet with Commodore Puler, where we board the
Puler.
Queen's
Puler.
Fury.
Healer.
Puler.
And we sail
Puler.
away.
Did you like Commodore Puler?
He's fine.
Yeah, do you
he's
feel
like
like
a
he has
boat
enough
guy?
character to like or dislike? He basically has
Well,
like 3 lines and
he has a
otherwise
cool
stands
outfit.
around.
Someone had a story about the sea. It's like, oh, life on the sea is the best.
You're right.
a voyage on the sea is like nothing else. You'll always come home happy. And I feel like that is the opposite of Stories of the Sea. Is not you'll always come home happy.
As we
People, they love the sea.
It's true.
Fuller loves the sea. He's always talking about it.
Yeah, he does try to convince
Yes,
Dart
sir.
to become a sailor at one point in this chunker, and I just straight up left it out of the notes.
You can say yes too.
Oh,
I think I did accidentally say yes.
Yeah, and then Shayna comes out and she's like, "No, we have stuff to do."
Speaking of Shayna,
Oh,
as
my
we travel
Shayna won't
across
let
the
me.
sea, Shayna stands alone on the deck thinking about how much things have changed. She wonders where Dart is and sets out to find him. So we take control of Shayna.
you know,
Yeah, that was fun.
I've been Shayna, I think a lot in the past couple of years of my interaction with men, where it's like I'm pretty upfront of being like, I think you're cool. Why don't we date? And then the guy's like, I don't know how to answer that. I'm going. Bye. You're too
Well, they
intense.
think of you as a little sister.
Yeah, they think of you as a baby
Oh,
sister.
is that what I'm doing wrong? Oh, gee. I guess it's because I always put on my Jennifer Tilly voice when I try to flirt with them. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Hi there, it's me, Johnny. Do you want to come out to the movies with
I'm gonna have to
me?
veto
Why
this.
would
I
anyone
don't-
be repulsed by that?
I
That's
don't
so
know.
weird.
Can't do it. We explore the ship as Shayna looking for Dart. There's a lot of people to talk to, and a great vegetable chopping mini game that we'll talk about in the minigame corner that we promise we'll do this week.
yay!
Eventually, we
Yay.
find Dart in the bridge, and Shayna and Dart talk about the future. And eventually, Shayna runs off, so we take over as Dart. He thinks about the black monster and decides Rose might know more, so we go to find her. Why do you think Why do you think he
Matt,
thinks?
do you still think that Rose is a black monster? Is this still your hypothesis?
I think
Yes.
that this chunker pretty clearly
Yeah.
indicates
Yeah.
that pretty
Well,
clearly.
Well, okay, spoil it.
Well,
I
no.
guess.
I mean, I think it's right around now where she's like,
No, it's like at the end. It's at the end when Lloyd says that he's a black monster, right?
No, he doesn't. Did he?
no.
I'm pretty sure
He
didn't
does.
Does
he?
he?
He does. He said, "I'm the black monster." He said, "I'm the black monster. I'm the one that killed your friends." He says that right.
Well,
to
doesn't he
Dart's
say
face
that
at
you
the end.
think I am? I don't think he says he
I
is.
thought
Oh, I thought he said, "I am."
I thought he said I am a monster because he was talking about killing. He's talking about killing Lavitz, not your parents.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
But-
think
but
that he
there's-
said he was
okay,
the black
there's a
monster.
part on the
I
ghost
could be
ship in
wrong.
a second.
I don't
We'll
want to
talk
Google
about
it
it.
because then I'll
No.
get it spoiled.
When we get to the
Yeah.
ghost ship, we'll talk about it. 'cause
Yeah, the
there's
ghost
a
ship has more
big
on this.
conversation. Yeah.
Um,
But I think it's not very unclear, or it is quite clear.
Well, a little
We'll
bit.
see.
So we find
Yeah.
Rose in the crow's nest. Crow's nest.
Yeah.
Dart asks her about the black monster, and she responds asking him if he's still seeking revenge. He says he doesn't know anymore. He just knows he wants to confront it. And
Because
Rose-
Lavitz said, "Revenge bad. Don't just
Yeah.
make your life about revenge. Make your
Yeah.
life
When you
about
guys were-
living."
When you guys were playing as Shayna, did you go into the engine room and talk to the people in the engine room and look around?
Mm-hmm. You have different things. There's so many conversations you can have during this chunker because
Yeah.
you're like
Yeah.
switching between each person, and they wrote out like different dialogue
Yep.
for a lot of
all the
almost everyone
NPCs,
on the
yeah.
ship,
Mhm.
including like the other party members and stuff. You can go and talk to. So I did a bit of it. Then I was like, I'm wasting so much time here. You could
Yeah,
spend
it's
a
a
couple
lot.
hours doing that.
Yeah,
I actually cut quite a
only
bit of
did
it out of my
I-
notes.
I only did it as Shayna, but if you go down to the engine room and examine like the big furnace where all the fire is, the thing says it's blazing, just like Dart.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So Rose.
There's also men on the ship who are in love with Shayna.
Oh yeah, they're all in
Quite
love with
clearly.
Shayna
Yeah.
and Rose. They're
Some-
all super. There's a woman on a ship. They're into it.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what, Matt? And they're not into the little girl.
It's true.
I think that's great.
there actually is
That's
a.
true. There's a little precocious girl on this ship.
I think he
who's
means
the
Mary.
Her name is
little-
Kayla.
Her
well,
name's
no,
Kayla.
I
She's the
meant-
cabin boy.
I meant Hammer Girl. What's her name?
Meru.
Elsa.
Oh,
Maru.
Maru.
Oh, Meru.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the
Hey,
little.
did you
ship
guys
girl.
go by Kongal's Dragoon rock?
What?
His stone.
What?
His Dragoon thing. You can go buy it.
What?
What are you talking about?
What?
You can go back. You can go back to Lohan and buy his Dragoon.
Fuck you!
Rock.
I'm gonna slap
What?
you, Jim.
You're
Yeah,
lying.
No, you can go back to
What?
Lohan and buy his Dragoon thing, and then you can play him as a Dragoon. He's
Ah!
honestly better. He doesn't do a lot of damage as a Dragoon. He does more damage as Kongol, I think. But you can go and do that.
What?
Otherwise, I
From
think you don't
where?
get it until later in Disc
Lohan,
3.
That big city, you know. Well, I think I could
from
still.
what shop?
I don't.
Was it the
remember, but
antiquities
it's one of the
dealer guy?
shops.
Your friend?
It might be. Yeah, I don't remember exactly, but I know you buy it in Lohan for 1,000 gold.
I'm not
1,000
going to do that.
Insanity.
Fuck that.
I'm gonna do it because I want Kongol to be useful, and right now he's not super useful.
Yeah. All right. So Rose says that war is not the natural state of being for humans, and neither is revenge. She says in order to do these things, humans must enter a state of insanity, and that insanity
Ooh.
is the source of power for dragoons.
What is
is
the
a
natural
weird thing to
state of
say.
humans? Is it getting down?
Yeah,
It's just
getting down.
chill.
Boning?
No, it's
I,
boning.
I was thinking, like, because the translation's so bad, is this sort of like the idea of frenzy in Final Fantasy IX, where they get like crazy power, like Vivi turns into a super
Oh.
magician, and
I like that.
yeah,
It's like a limit
Yeah,
break.
maybe.
That's what happens on limit breaks too.
mm-hmm,
They go crazy.
mm-hmm. Man, let's play Final Fantasy IX again. It's been
Yeah.
10 years.
We'll talk about that
Yeah,
later.
we
I've
should-
got
we should
thoughts.
play with
thoughts.
Vanessa.
I've got thoughts about
Yeah.
that, and I want to talk about them, but not tonight. Dart says he'll face his own insanity when he finds the black monster and leaves. So Rose decides to take a walk, and we take over as Rose. She runs into Hashel, who asks her why she's traveling with them at all. He says initially he thought it was because of Dart's dragon spirit, but that doesn't seem to be the case. He says she looks like she's rushing herself towards death, and she gets mad and leaves. Yeah, not a ton there. That takes us to a flashback of Hashel's 25 years ago in Hashel's village. He's training his daughter Claire. She's sparring with another student.
Planet Claire. Sorry.
And Hashel is being a real dickhead to her.
Yeah. He's a real piece of shit. And this
He
is
is.
where we learned that he is a
Yeah,
bad
he's like,
dad.
call me master. I'm not your dad.
Yeah,
Doesn't she
and
kill a
Yeah.
guy?
she
Doesn't
attacks her sparring partner and knocks her down, and it seems like the sparring partner is dead. And Hashel tells Claire to
Yeah.
get out of his sight, but he's the one that riled her up mid
Right.
fucking
And then
spar.
he says, like, you put death into your fist. You put deadly intentions in there. And
Yeah, wonder
yeah,
why.
He's an ass.
He's a bad dad, martial arts dad, and well, it's 25 years ago. You know, maybe he's grown, maybe he's changed, maybe he's confronted these feelings. Cut back to Hashel on the Queen Fury. He's done with reminiscing and beating himself up for past mistakes.
Yeah.
That's good.
Classic dad behavior.
It's all water under the bridge. All the things I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah, he decides to
Change
find
it now,
Kongol.
so get over it.
And then from there, we take over as Kongol, and then Albert, and then finally Meru, who decides she wants to go hang out with Dart. She finds him on the bridge and covers his eyes so that we can play Guess Who? And you get to choose who you think it is. What did you
I said
choose?
Meru.
Yeah, you did. How did that go?
Meru, I wish I had said, like, Kongol or something. Like
Yeah, I should have said
Yeah.
Kongol.
I said Shayna because I don't like Meru, and I wanted to make it very clear, like,
Oh, what
that's
did
who
she-
Dart
what
is
did she
thinking
say?
about. Oh, Johnny. I can't remember something that happened a week ago.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
She annoys me, and I want her to get the fuck out of here. Like, I'm tired of it.
She's all right.
Nope.
She's the best.
Not even a
I
little
like
bit.
her.
She is one of my primary party members now.
That's cool. I still use Albert and Rose a lot. Rose hits really hard, and Albert does too, and that's kind of all I care about. Albert, I think, hits the hardest now with his like level 4 or 5 attacks. He does a fucking
You've
shitload
really
of
been
damage.
working on his combination, right?
It's true. I maxed out Rod Typhoon, and I've moved on to the next one.
Rod
Is
Typhoon.
it? Are you at Gust of Wind Dance?
Yeah, Gust of Wind Dance, which I
Gust of Wind Dance rocks.
Yeah, and I was looking into it online. I was kind of looking at like any tips on how to do this better because Rod Typhoon was killing me, and people were like, "Rod Typhoon sucks, but Gust of Wind Dance is even worse." I don't have trouble with that one at all. It's fine. I don't know.
It took me a
Whereas-
while to do the level 2 for Heschel
I haven't even gotten that yet.
because the timing on like he has these ones where you just have to press the button immediately after, and I hate those.
Yeah.
Especially because
Oh, yeah.
that's also the immediately after one is also the parry one if the monster can parry. Which is impossible. Like you have half a second to hit a different button. I
Yeah.
was screaming at the TV. I was so mad.
Yeah, some of them are like Rod Typhoon is like you start the attack and there's a quick button press and then a slow button press and then quick and then I think that's it. There's not a fifth one, right? No, but those two quick ones
There's
always
sort
got
of
me.
yeah, in the version we're playing, the PS5 version, I think that it's not like accurate either. You have to do it a little bit before it looks like it's going to hit.
Yeah,
the frame rates
I've
are
gotten used to that. I've gotten better
wonky.
at it now with the level 5s where I've kind of mentally mapped it out in my head when I'm playing, where I kind of go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, and like I don't even really look at the screen. I just do that count in my head, and I get them most of the time doing that. Looking
The
at the
good thing
screen.
about playing on Vita or like an old TV is that lag is gone, so it is
lag,
like
yeah.
right when the thing hits. Like,
Mhm.
but you can compensate for it, like Matt was saying.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. In fact, I didn't really even notice it was lag. I just thought that it was just I'm trying to hit it right when I see it, and there's a lag between that and my thumb pressing down. You know, is what I thought was going on, but it doesn't matter.
I just want to take a break from games that have button inputs for everyday attacks.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I agree. I don't love this, but like it's not driving me crazy like some of these games have in the past. Okay, so Meru wants to go check on Rose. She says because she thinks Rose is hiding something, and we find her back in the crow's nest, but suddenly a ghost ship appears.
Hooray! I was happy.
Or excuse me, this is the Phantom ship. We heard about it originally in
Phantom shit.
Yes.
Dunnow.
Now they do
what's the
mention
difference?
like they also say like, oh, there's a ghost ship. So like, okay, so there's gonna be a ghost ship because this is an RPG. And then they say, but there's also a sea monster. I'm like, oh, you can't do both. You can't have Leviathan and a ghost ship. Either you're gonna be sucked into a whirlpool or a ghost ship. Doing both is greedy. What's
It
next?
didn't do
A
both.
mermaid island and an undersea city? Come on. Grow
It
up.
didn't do both.
No, it didn't.
just gave us the ghost ship and then the
sea
monster
we
was
do
later.
Phantom ship.
we fight
Thank you.
we do fight
Yeah,
the
it's
sea
only
monster.
a ghost ship if it's from the haunted graveyard region
Yeah.
of France. Otherwise, it's
Exactly.
a sparkling phantom ship.
Now the sea monster we do fight this chunker, it is spoiler alert, a dragon.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We will get to that.
I know, I'm spoiling.
The
Spoiling the
Phantom
chunker.
ship rams the Queen Fury, and the ships get tangled together. The crew surveys the damage. Albert points out that there is a heraldry of the royal family of Melesseau on the ghost ship.
Mille-sesso.
Melesseau. That's
I
fun.
don't know what
to
a
say.
sesso is. Mille is
know.
like 1,000. What's sesso?
Rose seems to recognize the ship. And Meru notices that Shauna is missing. We hear a shriek from the Phantom ship. Shauna has somehow been thrown onto it. What's up with that? How did that happen?
She went there.
You
She
think
got
so?
drawn there. Something
Yeah.
was pulling her.
You know she gets drawn places all the time.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a
women.
good point. That's a good point.
You're like, no, honey, we're just going to Sears. And she's like, but I want to look at Reitman's or I want to look at Claire's.
Reitman's?
What's Reitman?
It's a
No
Canadian.
adult woman wants to go to Claire's.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm
She
not-
wants to go to Home Goods.
I
That's
want to
where
go to
adult women
Home
love to go.
Goods.
Yeah, or
Pier 1.
or TJ Maxx. Or those are one store now, right? Home Goods and TJ
Gang,
Maxx are
gang,
like
It's-
gang.
brother and
The
sister
obvious
stores,
answer is
and they're,
that
like,
she wants to
connected
go to
each
Bed
other.
Bath and Beyond.
They all
That
close in
company
Canada.
went bankrupt.
Jim,
I was
this is a
Shayna, I
fantasy
would want
world.
to go
Bed Bath
to
& Beyond can
World
still
Market.
exist.
World Market, Pier 1, Crate and Barrel. That's the stuff.
Ugh, I want to go look at
Yeah.
shitty looking tables.
Is Pier 1 still a thing?
I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
they had some like nice driftwood tables, but then it's like, ooh, how much is that? $8,000.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah. I used to know a lot of people that worked at Pier 1. They were headquartered in Fort Worth.
Okay.
So we cut to Shayna on the Phantom ship. She's surrounded by skeletons and ghosts, and then two armored night ghosts appear before her and fight off the bad ghosts.
Why do they look just like not Leibniz? Lavitz. What's his name? Arthur? No. Andrew.
Albert.
What are you
Albert.
about?
Yeah, they look a lot like
Andrew,
Albert.
Andy.
They're blonde guys with like capes and everything.
They're in
Oh,
gold armor
what
and they
the
were
knight
wearing
looks
helmets. You can't see their faces.
They were blonde. Oh, were they wearing gold? I thought they were just blonde
No,
guys.
there was like black armor.
And I thought they had green capes. What? I'm confused.
Oh,
You know
wow,
what? They're
this
ghost
Phantom
knights.
ship is
It
really
doesn't
messing
matter.
with our minds.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
They do have green capes. They do have gold armor and big gold helmets.
Oh, I thought they were blondes.
They might be.
Yeah, that's true. Under
Yeah,
there.
you don't know what's under that helmet.
All right. So,
Dart and the gang rush in, and the armored phantoms bow to Shayna and disappear.
That's
It's
nice.
like she looks like a princess or the queen or whatever.
Yeah, that's later. But Meru wants to explore the ship, and Shayna agrees, though she can't say why.
I just feel like it.
I'm just drawn to this ship. They have cool driftwood tables.
Yeah, exactly.
There are ghosts everywhere, and so did we
I
talk
hate
about
it.
this last week?
So
How
many
some
ghosts.
areas will have random battles, and some areas will have enemies on the field, and how much that fucking annoys me. We may have.
I feel like a bunch of
fucking
Final
lane.
Fantasy games have
Pick a
done
lane.
this, though. But, this has
Yeah.
this has happened before.
I got really annoyed at the hallway to the captain's quarters. That
Oh,
thing
yeah.
is chock full of ghosts.
Yeah,
it is Ghost
you
City
can-
in there.
You can like navigate around them if you're careful, or
It's really hard when you're playing at 200% speed. Though. Like, it's really hard to be that precise.
Well, this situation you put yourself in might have made the game more difficult. You're right.
Below decks, we fight some weird ghosts in top hats, and eventually the ghost
Yeah.
captain asks us to come to his ghost captain cabin. I put a picture
They're
of
like
the top hat
fancy-
ghosts.
They're like
in the
fancy
thing?
purple Slimers.
Yeah,
imagine
what
if
is that?
Yeah, they do look like purple Slimers.
Yeah.
They have canes. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's like what if Slimer was going to a oh wow, that's a good picture, Matt. I didn't see them at that resolution, to be fair. They are helmets. You're right. Yeah, look at that. But yeah, look at that fancy man. Does he have a mustache too? Does Slimer Matt, okay, picture
I think he
Slimer
does.
with a big black curlicued mustache and a top hat and a cane. He's basically the greatest ghost I've ever seen in my life.
He looks great.
Yeah.
At first, I thought there would just be one, but no, there's many. So we chased just one of them around for a while, and I'm like, oh, that must be the big bad of this ship.
Mhm.
Nope, just one of many.
I
Fancy
also
man Slimers.
I found the code chest first because it's like the first door. One of the first doors you can go into. And that code chest, I realized I spent way too long trying to deal with and failing. Because there's a room in the
use your
basement.
rewind?
I don't have a rewind. I don't have a rewind.
I don't want to talk about this code chest because you told us something about it, Johnny, after Matt and I had already opened it. That really
Yeah,
upset
well,
me.
Yeah, what I think is, so each time you open it, you get a different surprise, like a different treasure or different prize. And if you open it 5 times, you get the ultimate war god. So can you come back to the ship later? Is this ghost ship going to be on the map later? Or is this
Not
a
that I
one-time
have
deal?
seen. And in fact, I ran into a character who said something like, "Oh, the Phantom ship has vanished. It must have
Aw.
ascended."
So that ultimate war god, it's a rare, it's like one of the best items in the game. so we did all miss the best item in the game. Me on purpose because I don't have rewind. You can find it, I think, in different places as well. So it's not the
You can
only...
buy it.
Yeah.
In Lohan,
But what it does
think.
is it automatically completes your additions, but it counts towards your addition experience, and it does full damage. So it's like the good version of the shitty one you can find and buy.
The only
on
drawback is
yourself.
you can't equip a different thing there, so you can't get extra offense or extra agility. The extra agility one that I found somewhere, I don't remember where now. I keep on somebody at all times because it does, I swear to God, make him attack twice as often. It's pretty fucking great.
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
It's really, it's a lot. And if you just do the math, I think like doing 2 attacks is better than 20% to your attack.
Who should I put that
else
on?
you can find.
Kogel? Because he doesn't, Kongol doesn't.
I put it on
much.
whoever I'm trying to max out their current edition.
That's,
like whoever's
that's a
close,
good plan.
and then I'll swap it around because I just want it.
He's good
Because
at min-maxing.
the higher level the edition is,
That's so smart, Vanessa. Listen to him talk about this.
I know.
the higher the level of edition, the more damage it does, and then better editions do more.
He's
damage.
thought out the stats, and he's
Tell
really
us more.
yeah.
So in the captain's cabin, a ghost captain appears. No, side note. I think that this top hat ghost is the love child of Grimace and Slimer. But I think Grimace and Slimer probably died, and this purple ghost just kind of grew up parentless, but with way too much money. You know? It
Is
just
Grimace
turned
a
into
ghost?
real
I thought he
shit.
was Grape Milkshake Drop.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
But he's purple. Okay.
He is. Yeah, purple.
I don't know. I don't know what's complicated about this. The ghost and the milkshake truck fucked. Okay. And then they died in a plane crash.
Oh no!
So in the
A plane
captain's
crash.
cabin. In
Did
the
they ever
captain's
find their
cabin,
bodies?
such a long
He
chunker
was
to get
already
through.
a ghost. How did he die?
That's a great question. That's a great question that makes me rethink the whole thing. I thought it was an accidental plane crash, but now I wonder, was there a banisher on board?
Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, modern banishers. That would be cool. Be like Assassin's Creed when they go to the real world.
Well, modern, like 80s banishers. Come on.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, I'm into it.
That's half a
Anyway.
century ago.
Sorry, Matt. Let's keep on track, Matt.
In the captain's cabin, the ghost captain appears. He tells us that the black monster killed the crew as well as some knights, a nanny, and the newborn baby princess of Melissassu
That's really bad.
that were traveling on
this
board.
black monster is bad.
Yeah, he's not a good guy. And so Rose is like, hey, let's talk about this black monster for a second. Like, well, no, it's the other way around. It starts like, when I meet him, I'm going to kill him. He
That's
sucks
later.
so hard. That's right around now, isn't it? Okay.
Always wants to
I
jump
got something
ahead.
to say, too.
Go ahead.
But I'm worried that I'll be jumping ahead. So as we learn these things, Shayna keeps getting confused, and she's like, "What? Why am I drawn here? What kind of connection could I possibly have to this ship? I don't understand." And then she comes across ghosts who are like, "Oh, you survived! Thank goodness!" And Shayna's like, "There's nothing to tie me to this ship. I don't know what this could possibly be."
Mm-hmm.
She's an idiot.
Yep. And that is how the Phantom ship ends. So moving on.
No, there is a conversation on the
scroll
ghost
on
ship
down?
where they talk about how they're going to kill the guy.
Yeah, I know.
The black monster.
The ghost captain tells us that the souls of the crew can't rest because of the fear. And he asks us to defeat the fear.
Ooh.
There's a portrait on the wall of a young queen that Dart says looks familiar. And so the captain gives us the key to the ship, and we go to find the fear and free the souls trapped on the ship. I know it's a translation issue, but the fear. I don't know. It made me laugh.
I like it.
Yeah, you should get that tattooed on your arm.
Yeah. Fight the fear. Wait. That's just Dune. On the deck, some ghost knights appear, and they attack Rose saying, "We won't give you Princess Luvia." Rose is the black monster.
Yeah.
Yeah. The ghost knights that died from the black monster when the black monster was there killing the baby Princess Luvia think that Rose is the baby Princess Luvia, or is the black monster?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Rose is the black monster, and that's why she was wondering if Dart will kill her. I mean, it or not.
She does. So there's some more weird translation stuff here. Albert says, after counting 108 years, when the moon that never sets glows red, a moon child descends upon the earth to fill the world with holy bliss. However, what was actually brought was the child of destruction, the black monster. Which does kind of contradict this, because Rose is 11,000 years old, and Albert is saying that the black monster's only been around for 108 years. But I think we learned differently back in Albert's castle. Way back, they said the black monster shows up every 108 years. Mm-hmm. Confusing stuff.
Why would Rose be the black monster, though?
He says we're seeing a tragedy from the past, and then, as Johnny mentioned, Dart rages about the black monster, but Rose tells him to stop. But then she says she doesn't know why she said that.
Uterus.
I don't know why I don't want you to kill the black monster. I guess no reason. Okay, bye.
Then we have to fight a group of those ghost knights, and they regenerate every turn, and it is fucking annoying.
I killed them all with Dart's level 3 magic.
That is what I eventually had to do.
All.
That's what I eventually had to build it up to get Dart up to level 3, because I had used it, but for some reason I didn't use that, or it didn't kill them all in one shot. I had to beat them all down some first.
I think that the lead, because if the leader's still, you have to basically kill them all at the same time.
Yeah, you do. I killed the leader first, thinking that would stop the others from regenerating, and it didn't, and I was mad.
You gotta use an attack that kills them all. But I feel like you have to do some damage to the leader before you use Dart's attack, or else he'll survive.
Yeah.
And then you only have one turn to kill him.
So after they're defeated, the commander seems to recognize Shauna and calls her Princess Luvia, and he says, "Thank God you survived," and then he disappears.
Well, why would you call me that? I don't understand.
In the next room,
Yeah.
in the next room, we find a cradle, and then the ghost of the infant princess's nanny appears, and she says Princess Luvia was the princess of Melessu, and she also recognizes Shauna as the princess and is overjoyed that she survived, and then she ascends, and the ship begins to sink.
I don't think I can see a baby and a grown-up and be like,
Nope.
that's the same person. I can't tie those two together.
What if they fully rendered Shanna's face in realistic graphics and it was just a big baby face?
Outside on the Queen Fury, a sailor tells Commodore Puller that the Queen Fury is all fixed up and ready to go. They see the Phantom ship begin to sink just as the party comes out on deck. The party all jumps over to the Queen Fury one by one, but Dart is the last one to go and slips. Rose quickly jumps back and grabs him, but they can't hang on and fall into the water.
There is a Titanic
Oh my
reference here.
gosh.
She
Yeah,
does
Rose
say,
is like, I can't let go again. I can't let it happen a second time.
well, that's not a Titanic reference, but there's something about I'll never let go, and then she says I can't let it happen a second time, and so yeah, Titanic, and then cutscene flashback, which is great.
Mm-hmm. And this cutscene explains everything.
No, the cutscene.
Everything.
I found this hard to follow.
All right, the cutscene comes in just a moment. The scene cuts to Rose and Dart, who are now in a cave by a fire. Somehow they've washed ashore. Dart is unconscious. Rose thinks to herself that Dart reminds her of someone named Zieg, who was also a Dragoon of the Red-Eyed Dragon. And then she thinks that she feels the tenderness of Dart and his frailty. And she says these tame the insanity of the dragon for her. And then she's sad that she couldn't save Zieg 11,000 years ago. Then we cut to this cutscene. So let me say a couple of things. Thing one, I could not understand what was happening in this cutscene until today, when I looked it up on YouTube to try and watch it one more time and found a 4K AI upscaled version that looked way fucking better and was much easier to understand. I did post that in the chat earlier if you guys want to check it out.
It kind of reminds me of one of them Avengers movies where it's like a lot of things are happening at once.
All right, and here's thing 2. I put this all in one big-ass paragraph in the notes. I'm going to read this paragraph, and I would please just hold your commentary until I get through the whole thing, and then you can just discuss as much as you want. It's a whole big thing. It's going to get confused if we're breaking it up every 10 seconds. So we flash to the past. Rose and a group of dragoons are fighting the Virage in a floating city alongside their dragons. Things don't seem to be going well as we see dragons and Virage killing each other and dragoons dying. We cut to Emperor Diaz, who is battling Zeeg, who flies in and stabs him through the torso, the chest or the stomach, I couldn't tell. Then there's a backlash of energy and Zeeg is injured in the process. Diaz shouts, "How dare you!" as they fall into some sort of power coupling or something. I wasn't sure. The floating city begins to blow apart. 2 more dragoons go down under rubble while killing Virage. And we see Zeeg begins to turn to ash or stone. I could not tell.
Looks like stone to me. I'm sorry, I'm not.
I thought it was ash until I watched the AI upscaled version, and then I thought it was stone. Diaz says, "Revel to your very core in my eternal curse."
Ooh.
I don't know what that means. Rose reaches for Zeeg as he turns to Ash, but he tells her to let go and save herself, and Rose screams his name as the scene ends.
So now we
Wow,
understand
powerful stuff.
everything.
Yeah, we get it now.
Powerful stuff.
Dragon campaign finally makes sense. I also guessed on whether or not that was Emperor Diaz. There's just like a villain, white-skinned with glowing eyes.
Did the Dragoons lose? I don't.
Well, I think that Zeeg injured Diaz enough that he maybe killed him, or if he didn't kill him, at least fucked him up bad enough that he, Voldemorted for 11,000 years or whatever. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, sure. Okay.
Um,
Now somehow Diaz has returned.
Yeah, now somehow Diaz has returned. What did you think about this cutscene, Johnny? Did it make sense?
No, but I don't find those Avengers movies make sense. But at least I know who those characters are in those big fights.
Yeah, I mean, you have people that are clearly dragoons. At least that was easy enough to tell. The people with the partially glowing, translucent, metal-looking robo wings. It took me a while. It took me several viewings to decide that the monsters they were fighting were the Virage. I rewound this cutscene using the rewind function 6 times.
There was
Wow.
definitely a Virage climbing up. I was like, oh yeah, I recognize that guy. It's climbing.
Yeah, I
along.
recognized the Virage, even though I couldn't remember what they were called.
What's even weirder is how bizarre all the dragons look. So, you see something, and you're like, is that a fucking monster? Is it a dragon? What is that? Also, Zeeg, Dragoon of the Red Dragon, is wearing green. Very confusing.
That is weird.
Maybe it's just his most flattering color.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that says the Red Ranger has to wear red, I guess,
Yeah.
Matt, how would you like waking up in Rose's lap she was treating you like a baby and fondling your face?
I would be when in the game is this? Is this before or after I've seen Demon's Gate? Because post
I was
Demon's
gonna
Gate,
ask, do we know that her vagina's a portal to the depth dimension? Yeah.
do we know?
I don't know if it always is.
I don't think we're ever gonna
just
know.
during that time of the month. And listen, if you're going to be an adult man who dates or has romantic relationships with adult women like Rose, you just need to get right with menstruation. It's just going to be a part of your life.
That's a good point. And you should just accept it. Should you also accept portals to hell?
It's a
I
metaphor.
mean, that's just it's just a metaphor for doing it during that time of the month. And you
Yeah.
know,
Oh
if that's what
yeah.
you choose to do, put down a towel. There's nothing wrong with that.
Why isn't she menopausal yet? She's 11,000 years old.
That's an interesting question.
So the
Genetics.
the next morning, a boy and his dog find Rose and Dart sleeping in the cave. Dart is sleeping in her lap. The boy's name is Pete, and he takes them back to his village. They tell us that the
He has
neighboring
a dog named Pooch.
is it named Pooch?
And a mom who's sick as fuck.
Yeah, his mom's sick.
I love a dog named Pooch. That's a
Uh,
great name.
She's ill.
Yeah.
They tell us that the neighboring town of Fueno has a port, and that the Queen Fury may be
Fueno.
there. But Pete warns us there's a monster in an undersea cavern that we're going to have to pass through on the way. This confused me because then you pass through this cavern, you don't get in a fight with a monster. At least not like a boss
It's just
monster.
fine.
It's flooded. It's flooded, okay? It's flooded. We
It
can't
is.
get through. It's flooded.
It's true. As we leave town, Pete runs up and asks us to take him and his sick mother with us because they need to get to Fueno to see a doctor. Rose is like, oh, annihilate that
Fueno.
monster. So Dart agrees to escort them. And unfortunately, they don't join the party or fight in the battles. What the fuck?
No. They're just
What
hanging
if
out.
you want to fight his
Yeah.
sick mom?
Yeah.
One thing
The
I
level 1
noticed.
spell is coughing on you.
This game has a lot of like people of color as NPCs. Like there's just towns and areas, and it's not commented on. It's not made fun of. I really like that.
Mhm.
They don't act weird. It's just people.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
They're
here
They're not
they
riding
are.
shoe puffs.
Here we have 3 people of color sitting around a table gambling and refusing to work. So I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, but there's other towns too. Like I think most of was it Danao? What was the flower city? Weren't they?
Danao.
Well, yeah,
Danao,
yeah.
yeah.
Most of Danao was people
Yeah,
of color.
they're,
So
they're flower dorks.
So we go through the cavern to Fueno, and when we get there, Pete and his mom leave, but he asks Dart and Rose if they're a couple. He says when he found them, they were ... So they were fucking, right?
No.
I think they were fucking.
no.
Well, he
there's
was
more to
They were
this theory.
cuddling.
There's
It's-
definitely more to this theory.
Matt. He wasn't conscious, so that would be problematic.
Do we know he wasn't conscious when the boy came in the morning?
Yeah.
Did we see him
He-
wake up?
No, you never see him wake up, which I thought was weird. I thought so. He just
Yeah.
wakes up on in their house. Like he never got to. Doesn't know anything about the cave stuff, which you find out later because the boy's like, "What about back in the cave?" And she's like, "Shut up."
Well, so
Nothing
it's
happened
right
in the
here
cave.
as the Rose tells him to forget he saw anything, and as he runs off, he yells, "Rose, you gotta confess to him," which did make
I mean,
me laugh.
maybe she had her hand down his pants. I don't know.
Oh, Vanessa, that is
Well,
problematic.
If she
I'm
really
not
is
convinced
the
he
black
was
monster,
asleep. I
who
don't think we
knows
saw
what
him.
she'll do.
The last time we saw him was at night while they were falling asleep, and then we cut to the boy in the morning, and then they're at Pete's house. I don't think we see him sleeping in the morning. I think they were banging consensually.
No, he loves Shayna.
Yeah. At the port, we find the Queen Fury. Hooray. And we're told that Shayna and the gang are here and that we need to go find Shayna. So we go to do that and quickly run into Meru, who tells us that she's at the inn. She runs ahead to tell everyone we're coming. And at the end, we reunite with the whole gang, except for Shayna, who's nowhere to be seen. They tell Dart she's upstairs.
Crying upstairs.
Yeah, and he runs to greet her. Hang on. Then Rose walks over to the bar, and Albert and Hashel say she seems different. Calmer. As if she just got laid.
For
Problematic.
11,000 years, she finally lost
Consensually.
her V card.
Oh, come on. She was banging Zeeg, and we all know it.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Consensually.
Well, but maybe Zeke was.
Well, maybe
banging-
she seems
Ze-
calmer because she was able to save Dart like she couldn't save Zeke.
Yeah.
Jim bringing
Or-
the logic to this argument where I just want to say they were fucking.
Do you think Zeke was
Jim,
dating?
come with me on this journey.
Was Zeke dating ancient Shayna?
I don't think she was
'Cause
ancient
What
at
are you
that.
talking about?
She was just
who's ancient
regular.
Shayna?
Oh,
During the cutscene, you see an ancient Shayna. There's like a lady with a bow, and it looks like Shayna.
oh.
Remember,
I
you
don't-
see like
Hmm.
you see alternate versions of everyone, pretty much, in that cutscene. Like all these different dragoons were doing.
I didn't
like,
think they
there was
were
a Kogel
alternate versions
type.
of them. I just thought it was a old team of Power Rangers.
Yeah, what I'm
Mhm.
saying is there was an old white ranger, whatever Shayna is, and I think Zeeg was probably dating her as well.
You think so? I mean, I thought that the
Wow.
White Ranger was hooking up with the Congo Ranger, the huge one that was holding up the rebel, because she dies
Maybe.
with him and she kills a Virage as she dies.
Could be.
I don't think we're going to learn
Reincarnation.
about their love lives, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Hmm.
So Dart and Shanna have a tearful reunion, and then they embrace, and we hear Meru out in the hall trying to peek at us like a fucking
Mhm.
creep. I hate this kid.
Mhm.
Doesn't this
She
always
wants to
happen
learn
in
about
RPGs?
love.
Mm-hmm. Like, how many times do people listen in on Cloud and whatever girls in his room at the time in the original game and in the remakes? They're always peeking and trying to. It's probably Yuffie or someone being like, "I just wanted to know. I wanted to learn about these things."
Yuffie, or who's that lady in the first one? Jessie.
Oh
She
yeah, of
did
course.
stuff like that too.
Yeah. They've patched the Steam Deck version of Rebirth, so that actually runs pretty well now on Steam Deck.
Really?
Yeah, because apparently it didn't at
Ooh,
all at
I like
first.
that.
Yeah,
No, it didn't.
it doesn't hit 60, but you can get the combat to run around 45 frames per second. It's not bad. Vanessa, how's that Steam Deck?
Steam Deck, I haven't really played with it yet, but I intend to.
Gasp!
What are you gonna play on it?
I'm gonna play. Well, I can't say
Oh,
Why?
because it's the next game we're going to play for the show, and we haven't announced it yet.
Oh.
oh, that's right. We'll do that at the end of disc 3.
Yeah. Just
There are
three
4 discs in
announcements.
this, right?
Yeah,
4 whoa.
it's a biggin. It's a biggin.
4 CDs. 4 CDs nuts.
Hey,
Got us.
you got us, Jim. How do you feel about that?
Are we waiting on Matt? Are we just
Oh,
buying,
we
are we
could
just killing time?
we could just keep going. He probably wants us to keep going.
Matt's so annoyed.
Let's
Desperately
see.
waiting for one. There's notes right in front. Like, you can just read. I don't know.
I was
So,
pulling him
we-
up, Matt. I was pulling him up.
We like
right
it when
now.
you shepherd us through the game.
All right. They
Yeah,
head
we
downstairs
like
and
that.
everyone gets together to oh, that reminds me, Jim, are you excited about replaying Rebirth with all your mods on your Steam Deck? You fucking pervert. They head downstairs and everyone gets together to talk about the Moondagger and Lenus. But Meru interrupts to ask if anything romantic happened between Dart and Rose. Meru knows what's up.
Mhm.
We decide to ask around the city about Lenus, and at the port we find Commander Pueller. He's gotten some info on Lenus. He says that monsters started appearing in this region half a year ago, around the same time that Princess Emily was swapped with the imposter, and that they first started appearing around this place called Prison Island. Fucked up name for an island, if you ask me.
Mhm.
So are we going to another prison? Because we already been to one prison twice.
Yeah.
How many prisons is this game making us go to? I don't want to go through more cells and more guards and more towers.
I think this is the island where the prisoner is, right? And we're
Oh,
gonna have to
no,
fight
that's
a
a
giant
village.
bubble, a giant white bubble that won't let us leave.
blancmange. That's a great show. Thanks for bringing it up, Matt. I
You're welcome.
like it a lot.
Are you talking about The Prisoner?
Yeah.
Did
Not
you
the.
guys ever watch the reboot or remake of that?
I watched
I
like the
tried
first 2
to.
episodes. It was bad.
Was Jim Caviezel in that?
Was that who it
Or
was?
was it somebody
Was he the
else?
guy?
I can't
Oh.
remember.
I thought he sucked, so maybe he was a charisma
Wow.
void.
Whoa, sick burn on Jim Caviezel, but you know what?
Yeah.
It
It is Jim Caviezel.
Wow.
Jesus Christ himself?
Yeah, charisma void
Yeah.
himself.
Mr. What was that show he was in with Michael Emerson?
Person of interest.
Yeah, the person of interest himself.
Wait, was he on Person? Was that the show?
I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay.
So we can get through, or we can get to the prison island through the undersea cavern we passed through earlier, and we decide to go check it out. There's a passage blocking the way, but you can open a floodgate, and then whatever. It's not worth talking about.
Yeah, you get to see the mayor. I like that part. It was fun.
Cut to Lenus and Lloyd. Lenus is handing over the moon dagger, and we're about to come up to Johnny's favorite part of this game. She asks why he wants Dart's crew kept alive, and he monologues for a bit, and I don't know what he said. He's just like, rah, 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 who cares? But then Lena says she wants a hot prize for the dagger and leans in for a kiss.
She wants it. But he's too Sephiroth-y to be interested in women, right?
No, he for sure is. The party rushes in and interrupts them. Dart is surprised to see Lloyd for some fucking reason. Like, this is the reason we were chasing Lenus, you dipshit. And Lloyd explains he is being directed by Emperor Diaz, who he calls a god.
Mm-hmm. And Rose is like, Emperor Diaz is dead. You're an idiot. And he's like, maybe you're the idiot.
Dart loses his shit. He wants revenge for Lavitz. And Lloyd taunts him about his death and how he already has the moon gem and the moon dagger. And then he leaps away and says he's heading to Malay Sassu if we want to pursue him. This is where Johnny said, or Jim said, that Lloyd says that he's the black monster. And I don't think that's true, but I'm going to look it up later to see if I can figure it out.
I think I was wrong.
I don't want to look it up because I'm afraid if I do, I'll spoil the game.
No, he says that you think I'm a monster because I killed your friend.
Yeah.
But you don't know anything about what's going on, and
maybe Lloyd's a good guy.
Also, I'm gonna leave you here with my girlfriend Lenus, and catch me if you can.
Yeah, this is straight up.
Kill her, implied.
You stay behind and die. Oh, she doesn't. She do the same thing the last Dragoon we fought does when we kill her. Doesn't she fucking say, "I have too big of a gash"?
She says she has a deep gash.
Isn't that what the first one said?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, Lenus.
That's how you kill a what are they called?
A Dragoon. You have to give him a deep gash.
Yeah, I was gonna say she transforms into a Dragoon. And her, you're right. That doesn't make any fucking sense. This game is dumb. She has a dragon as well. Its name is Regole or Regole or something, and it rises out of the surrounding water. It looks like a sea serpent mixed with a leech. I put a picture in the notes if you want to describe it.
Kind of looks like Sin a little bit.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
but
it's a whale.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's a whale with tentacles. Tentawhale. Whalicles.
If you use the special transformation for the Dragoons, like everyone's at their full power, it takes away the background, and this enemy was sort of partially submerged, but when the background was taken away, it's just all out there.
Yeah.
It's just like you can see its whole tail and tentacles and everything.
That's cool.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
The dragon and Lenus have some fucking crazy massive attacks. The dragon floods the cavern in one that does a ton of damage. And Lenus also has one that fills the room with water. And then she kind of goes like Dragon Ball on them, where she's like disappearing and reappearing and like striking them multiple times at once.
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
So fast.
That was cool.
It looks like it's once. And it's a party attack. She hits everybody. It was pretty fucking rad. But we defeat her. I did the thing I did last time where I killed the dragon first. I don't know what's wrong with me, so I keep not getting the deep gash lines.
Oh, yeah, I killed her first.
I killed her first, too. I gave her a deep gash.
So we defeat her and the dragon. Lenus throws out one more attack at Dart with her 2 boomerang blades. Shauna pushes Dart out of the way from the first blade, and then he blocks the second with his sword before it stabs her in the back, which I thought was pretty cool looking. And there's some great animation in this scene. I put a picture here. All their faces look great, particularly Meru, who looks so sad. Look at her face.
Oh,
Meru,
she's so sad.
Why are you so sad? Because we had to kill the Dragoon? Maybe you shouldn't be here for 15 years old. I don't know.
And you never had this problem with Yuffie. Why'd you let Yuffie join us and murder all those people?
Yuffie's a trained assassin. This girl's a dancer from a town we went to.
Oh, that's true.
She's a burlesque dancer that we allowed to join our party.
I don't think children should be
She
burlesque
has a big
dancers. That's
hammer.
my hot take.
It's not even that big of a hammer. It's a normal hammer with a way too long hilt.
Is it like an Amy? It's like an Amy Rose hammer.
No, an Amy Rose
Hardly
hammer's got like a
hammer.
huge head on it. This is just like a normal little hammer.
Okay.
Like a really long handle.
Sorry, sir.
Like a mallet.
Lenus dies, and the dragon spirit once again, dragon spirit once again rises into the air and chooses Meruchu. I choose you as its next host.
Yay!
Hooray!
Rose
Now
is
she's a
surprised that
wingly
it chose
and
her.
a Dragoon.
Yeah, she might be a wingly.
Why is she a
too.
wingly?
That's a good question.
Oh, interesting question.
Wait, why do we keep going?
What are you talking about?
This is where I
do we
stopped.
keep going in this
I thought-
podcast?
I thought we were killing Lenus, and now it's the end of the chunker. Oh.
But then we said we're gonna go to the end of the disc.
Yeah.
It's
When?
very short, Johnny. I know it's a lot of notes, but it is like 10
Yeah.
minutes of gameplay.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah,
really
yeah,
happens,
it's
but
not
we want to
bad.
get
It's
through.
not
We want to
bad.
get to
It'll
the
be fast.
disc end.
Oh,
It's not
I
much.
didn't.
Yeah, it'll be fast.
I
We're almost
know.
done.
When did we change this, though?
Yeah, it's on Vanessa for
I
not
know,
making
during
you
the chat.
aware for random
Sorry,
changes.
Johnny.
Good job,
While you were
Vanessa. Way to
asleep.
go, Vanessa.
In the middle of the night for you, basically.
All right.
It was just some cutscenes.
Yeah. So Rose says dragoon spirits. Excuse me. They're dragon spirits. I don't know why I keep fucking this up. Dragon spirits draw dragoons together, and Dart asks if that's why they keep meeting dragoons. But then Rose says it's just folklore and walks away. We need to pursue Lloyd, but first we have to go back to Feltz and tell King Zior that we did not retrieve the moon dagger. So we have to take the long fucking road back there. You actually do. You go back to Fueno, you get back on the King's Fury, you return to Danow. You get to control the boat on the overworld map, which was fun.
Ooh.
It's
That's
very
fun,
short.
yeah.
It's very short.
Yeah.
It's like 10 seconds of gameplay, but I still was like,
Oh, I have one thing. I want to ask you guys about. On the road to
Damascus.
I think it was around Danow. You can run into this enemy that does like 800 damage when it attacks you, and
God.
it's almost impossible to do damage to.
Is it
Have you
the
guys run into
bluebird?
that thing? No, it's like a little green guy. It's always only one, and it's one.
Weird enemies like that, and you can only do like
Yeah.
one damage
There's like a
to them.
prize
Yeah,
box.
I couldn't
There's
do
a
any damage to this
bluebird.
thing.
You have to use magic.
I think I did fight him, and he doesn't have a lot of hit points, right?
No,
But
they
he
only have
does
like 5 hit points, but
crazy
you can only
damage.
do
Oh,
one.
I never even beat it because it kept running away.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
only
okay.
do
I would
one
try
hit
to
point of
fight it.
damage at a time. There's a few of these. You can only do one hit point of damage at a time. And they will run away as soon as you hit them. But you can use that item that you get sometimes that'll like freeze them. But their turn is so fast that it's
for like 3 turns.
it's not
Yeah.
great. It's not great. I managed to kill one of
Okay,
these
just
and got a
curious.
shitload of experience, which was nice.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Anyway, from Danow, we make the long walk back to Feltz, and then when we arrive, we see Princess Emily giving a speech, and Albert gets all tongue-tied when he sees her, and I think he's a little bit infatuated with her, which we're going to very quickly learn he very much is. We speak with the king. He's satisfied with the way things turned out. He doesn't even care about the moon dagger, and then he decides to have a banquet in our honor, and we go to relax before the party starts, and everyone splits up. And then we cut to Dart and Shayna. She tells Dart that she loves him and has since she was little. She says she doesn't mind being his baby sister because at least she gets to be with him every day. And Dart finally admits that he no longer sees her that way. He moves in closer, and Fester rushes in to interrupt and tell them
Classic Fester.
that the party's about to start and interrupted the sex scene, which I really wanted
Do you
to see
think
these
the sex
polygon
scene
models
would have
smash
Whoa,
been-
you
together.
wanted to see him bone?
Yeah.
Do you think it would have
Smash
been
it
good
together.
if like it had the square thing come in? And you had to like time it, just like
Yeah.
come
Oh,
back.
yeah. And then,
Hopefully we'll
and
get
then
that.
after you did it, he would shout the move he just did.
Yeah.
Back shot.
Pleasant thrust,
Anal.
finger stuff.
Demon skate. Oh no.
Nobody gets a chuckle out of Vanessa except for Matt, who gets an ew.
Gross.
It was just so blunt. That's what she said.
Anyway, he tells us the party is starting and leaves, and then Dart starts to get close to Shayna again. And the princess's handmaiden Liberia rushes in and interrupts. And she asks us to gather the party so that we can get dressed. So we go to look for everyone. We get the party together, and we get a little moment for each character. Kongal is super excited to have friends, especially a multiracial party of friends.
Yeah, he's super into it.
Oh, I mean, that's one of those like cringy liberal things. It's like he's well-meaning, right?
Yeah.
He's trying.
Rose is thinking of someone who would laugh to hear her called a hero, and then chuckles and is shocked at herself because she hasn't laughed in years.
Yeah,
Character
well,
growth.
the tenderness of Dart or whatever has really
Tamed
changed
her
her.
insanity. Hashel and Meru are trying to sneak snacks in the dining room and get kicked out. And Albert is in Princess Emily's room flirting. Just laying it on.
He's really
pretty
laying
thick.
it on thick too.
He really is.
Did Albert miss his signals? What did Emil invite him up to her room? And she's let's
She's
play.
eating it up.
She's
she
like,
loves it.
Let's play
Yeah.
Dragon Ball together in my room. And then Albert's like, yeah, okay. Just concentrates
I
on the
love
game.
dragons.
I love
Well,
Dragon
look,
Ball.
Albert's a king. These ladies are princesses. I think he's making a political alliance here.
Could have made her.
I thought that he was. I thought he was pretty
In-depth
smooth.
polling.
He's fucking reading poetry and shit.
Yeah, he's telling her a cool story, and then he's like, "I'll finish it later, babe."
I can't tell you because you're not family yet.
And
We
she's
find
like,
Liberia again. We find Liberia again, and she gets the ladies all dressed up for the party, or she tries to because Meru and Rose refuse to change.
Yep.
So only Shauna gets dressed up. We leave her to change and head to the party, where Dart is immediately accosted by a couple of women. He's a popular guy.
Yeah. Ladies
He's
love Dart.
He's so hot.
And then Hashel slides in and bails him out. He's like, ladies,
he
I'm a
does.
hero too.
Yeah, but he's
into Hashel though. They're just like, oh, you're Hashel.
Yep. My daughter hasn't talked to me in 25 years. Don't worry about it.
she killed the guy.
She's probably a pink-haired liberal.
I don't know why she won't talk to me.
Yeah, I don't know why. I was a great dad.
Yeah. She just couldn't handle tough love.
Shauna is nowhere to be seen, and everyone tells Dart to find her. Finally, Rose leads him to a balcony where we find Shauna all dolled up. They see some falling stars, and Shauna wonders if her wish will come true. Dart says it will, because he made the same wish, and they kiss.
Wow.
Ooh.
And then smash cut. End of disc 2.
So do you think they fucked on that balcony, or?
During the disc change?
Yeah.
I
Probably.
Yeah,
appreciate
you can hear Shayna moaning as when the
Yeah.
screen comes up.
Yeah.
I think this game is handled.
Appreciated that they actually had them kiss and come into a relationship and didn't spend the whole game being like, oh, I
Yeah.
don't like her. They spent enough time doing that already. So
Okay, I kind of have a prediction. It's a little cynical, a little dark. I think Shayna's gonna die.
whoa.
I don't know. Lavitt's already died.
Yeah,
Is Lavitz
already
the
lost
Aerith
one
That
of
lover.
this
means that,
game?
that means that anybody can die, right? If they kill Lavitt Slambert, they could kill anybody.
That's true.
I think Lavitz
That's
is the
my
Aerith
prediction.
of this game.
I agree. Well, but
And I think they
Shayna
blew
could
their wad
turn into
early, to be honest. I
goddess
think
or
that
something.
Lavish should have stuck around
Oh,
until
yeah.
at least now.
Yeah.
Ugh, I just sneezed like 8
Do you
times.
think
and I'm all stuffed up.
Lavitz's ghost will sit in a cuck chair while Albert's banging the princess?
Probably.
I think
Lavitt's
it
died a
will be
virgin, right?
more-
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, except for Dart, yeah. Did they ever have their tender moment though? Because Rose was around as soon as they got rid of Shayna.
They shared
always
that
had a
moment
third
on the
wheel.
roof.
Yeah, that's true. He showed Dart his special treasure. So,
Hi, Matt.
before we wrap up this chunker, because I do not want to forget again, can we go to Johnny's special minigame corner, please? We have so many minigames to talk about.
Let's wind back to the fun fair. There was a fun
Yes,
fair
please.
during the gladiatorial combat event to the death,
Mhm.
and I assumed it was to the death, right?
Well, no, because we see everyone at the end and they're all
Oh.
alive.
Oh, let's just pick one. pick one funfair minigame you like, Vanessa.
My favorite funfair minigame is What Has Changed, where they show you a picture and then the curtain comes down and then it comes back up again and you have to find 3 changes. This is a very easy minigame because the starting picture is always the same. So all you have to do is memorize the 7 objects in the starting picture and
Or
then
rewind
look for
it.
any different ones.
Vanessa would never rewind
I did
it.
not for this because I hadn't figured out how to master the rewind yet. So I didn't do that, but I did. This is where I made most of my game points, but then I got bored, so I didn't actually get enough game points to get any good prizes or anything.
I didn't feel like any of the prizes were any good anyway.
Yeah.
I liked the
there's,
obstacle course.
Yeah.
I
us about
tried that
that.
one like 100
That
times.
one's
And I
hard.
never completed it.
Yeah, just got to rewind it, you know?
There's like a shooting gallery one. I did that to like
that one was hard too.
Yeah, just rewind it.
It was like the realistic situation of a guy getting more and more frustrated doing a carnival game while his girlfriend patiently watches and wishes she was doing something else. So after that, on the boat, when you're able to walk around, as every person, you can help a chef julienne some fries or fish or many different things, really.
They're vegetables. They're all vegetables.
Are they all? No, I thought one was a fish, but honestly,
No, they're all vegetables. There's a carrot and there's a head of cabbage, which is the hardest one.
A parsnip. Some
parsnip.
kale.
I played it all on the Vita. Again, it's a little postage stamp that I was playing, so please go easy on me here.
I for some reason I decided that because we go through this thing where we can control each character on the ship, and I thought, well, surely what I'm supposed to do is have each of them do the vegetable julienne minigame. So I did, and absolutely nothing comes of it.
You get a little
Nothing
bit. You get
comes
some
of this minigame
prizes,
ever.
right?
I
You
only
get
did it
one
as Shayna
gold
because I
piece.
assumed it was a Shayna specific thing because she's Shayna and they make her do kitchen stuff all the
Nope,
time.
you can do it as and all of the characters,
Oh.
and they each get their own little julienne animation, and you get 1 piece of gold whether you win or not.
Did you do it with
For
all of
time
the
you do it.
characters?
Yes, I did.
Wow. I only did it with Shayna, not because I didn't think that other characters couldn't do it. I didn't think about it at all. I did it once with Shayna and was like, okay, moving on with my life.
Yeah, I did it a couple of times. The challenge is that if you press the button while his hand is down, then he will hold it up for a second, and it just makes it slower, so you don't get to make as many chops and chop as many items.
Yeah. And each item takes a different amount of chops based on the type of item it is. You can hold down the X button instead of mashing it, I discovered. But that can be, I think the best way I found is to memorize how many chops each item gets. And
Yeah,
try to
I think
do
that's what you're
that.
supposed
That's what I
Yeah.
did. Yeah, it's 1 for the kale and 2 for the 2 for the carrot, 3 for the
3
carrot,
for the carrot.
three for the carrot, 5 for the parsnip, and 7 for the cabbage.
Then there's chest. So the chest there's some ghosts that will tell you numbers, and there's a 3-digit combination to the chest, and not all the numbers. There's 4 ghosts, so you know that it could be any combination of those. You have 10 guesses. If you exceed 10 guesses, the chest resets, and you have to go back downstairs, which is a whole thing, to go talk to the ghosts again, and you have to fight some skeletons too if the chest resets. So if you're not rewinding, this is awful. This would take hours to properly do because you have to write down the numbers and figure out what combo. And also,
I actually didn't rewind this. I was joking.
Oh.
I got it. It took me a few. I was probably getting close to the limit of tries, but I got it.
Could
I got it as well. I only got 2 numbers. I got 2 and 6. So
What do you mean?
my combinations. I mean, they said the numbers they gave me were 2, 2, and 6, 6.
Oh,
yeah,
interesting. I got
the same
2
number can
zeros
appear
in mine.
twice.
Mm,
It's weird.
I had like 0048 or something like that.
mm.
Huh. And so one of the numbers won't work, or it isn't. So, and you have to guess what order they come in. And I thought like the chest jumps around, and they're like, I think this in the same room you can find this chest that jumps around. I was like, I thought it was telling me which order to the guys were in because it jumps in like 3 different locations, but
Yeah.
that's not it. I
No,
didn't get anything, and you have to do it you have to do it 5 times correctly to get the ultimate war god.
Wow.
So where are we playing to next time, Vanessa?
No, there's one more mini game. Isn't there?
I'm sorry. I thought that was it. What's the last
Wasn't
one?
there one? Wasn't there another mini game, or was that
You're
it?
in charge of the minigame corner.
Oh, yeah, you tell us.
It's called Johnny's Minigame Corner.
I thought there was another mini game in the city, but you know what? It doesn't matter.
Maybe I'll think of it next time.
Yeah, maybe I'll think of it next time. I thought there was one in that city, Tropheo or whatever it's called, Truno,
Something with an F.
I can't think of one.
Freon.
Yeah, Freon.
Oh man, that's such a fun name. Fueno.
Fueno.
It's like bueno, but it starts with an F.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. For next time, I'm going to suggest something a little bit controversial because this might be a short gameplay chunker, but there's a lot of exposition that gets dropped and one very difficult boss fight. So I want to give us plenty of time to grind if we need to do that. So I think we should play until we retrieve the dragon staff.
Ooh.
Dragging this, dragging that, blah, blah, blah.
Hey, how about dragging these balls? Am I right?
Nice.
Yeah.
But as we're playing, if you guys find this chunker to be too short, I have a alternate suggestion. I don't think any of us have ever complained about a chunker being too short.
It's true.
Feels so good to hit that finish chunker.
And then you find out
part
someone
when you
moved the
feel so good to
goalposts when you were sleeping.
It feels so good to climax, reach the climax of the chunker.
Well, Johnny, I thought that your little robot friend that you have summarize all of our conversation when you wake up in the morning.
Do
would tell
not.
you what
I
had
did that
happened.
once as a joke.
Hey guys, Matt, what are you squarely against?
I'm roundly for Rose's level 3 spell, Demon Gate, where her vagina is a portal to hell. I have nothing to add to that statement. What about you, Vanessa? What are you roundly for or squarely against?
I guess I'm roundly for the Phantom Ship. I know it's a cliche, but it's probably my favorite RPG cliche is when there's a phantom or ghost ship. I love it. The first time I encountered one, which I think was in like Final Fantasy 5 or 3, one of those. Man, that freaked me out. I thought it was the spookiest ghost ship. You find a captain's log and it says die, 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 die in it, and then you turn into a ghost. It's terrifying.
Whoa.
Which one was
yeah.
that?
I can't remember. But I'm not making it up. You remember this, Johnny.
I do remember the die 100%. I just don't remember what game it was. Was that Final Fantasy 6?
Terrifying. I don't
That
think
sounds
it was
familiar.
6. I feel like it was whatever one had Cecil, which is 4.
That's 4.
Yeah.
Matt says it's
4.
Paper Mario.
It's not Paper Mario.
There was a ghost ship in Super Mario RPG. Remember that? Or no, it was a shark
It
ship.
had the giant squid in it.
Yeah. There's
And
shark
the shark
ship.
boss.
Yeah.
That was a hard spot. Had 2
Yeah.
boss fights in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what my favorite thing this chunker was, or what am I squarely against?
Yeah.
I'm squarely
It's going to
against
be
moving the goalposts when I'm sleeping.
I was just
Jim.
gonna say that's what you're squarely against.
What about you, Jim?
I'm roundly for the final scene where Dart and Shayna kiss. Like when Dart walks into the ballroom first, it's a small room, but there are like characters dancing in it. Like two NPCs are together, like holding each other, dancing, like they're like waltzing on the ballroom floor, and it looks really good. Like I don't remember seeing like two polygonal characters do that in a game like this before.
I had Dart dance
so
with
that was
Maru,
cool.
did you?
No,
Yeah, you can have him and Maru do a little waltz, and I did.
Oh,
Can you
I
dance
know
with
that. That's
Kongle?
cool.
No, I think you can only dance with Maru, and Maru's like, she's tearing up the dance floor. These people are doing an elegant
Yeah.
waltz, and she's just like ripping up the dance floor. She's not wearing her
dun,
fancy
dun.
dress because she refused, because
Tearing
she's
up
like,
the
a
dance
dancer
floor.
can't be restricted. I have to be able to move out there.
But you kind of go out to the balcony, and is it Albert out there? And he's like, "Gosh, you're making her wait so long." And then
Yeah.
you just walk over to her and you kiss her.
Mm.
It's very sweet. It's very well done.
Dun, dun, dun,
I
dun,
like that we're
dun,
not
dun,
like dragging
dun.
out this relationship. I said
Mhm.
that already.
And see if I wanted to dance.
Is that all of us? Vanessa, have you been?
I
Called
have
out.
been. Matt
Mhm.
hasn't been, but I would
Mhm.
imagine.
No,
that-
Matt's roundly for the spell. So
Oh,
I
that's
think
right.
I think that's all of us.
Hey,
I guess it's
see
time to level
be
up.
his
Let's do that. I'm gonna
bride.
go first.
Okay.
I finished a book. I listened to it with my ears, and it was called Between Two Fires,
Mhm.
and it took place during the Black Death in England in like 1321, I think is when it takes place.
Mhm.
And not only is the Black Plague, killing everybody, but there's also like seemingly like monsters running around, and it seems
Oh.
like it might be the end times. There's like a comet in the sky. And it's about this knight turned brigand named Tomas who finds a girl whose father has died of the plague, and she asks for help getting to Paris, and she starts having like visions about the Pope. And he decides to take her to Paris because there's seemingly something like apocalyptic happening. It's very good. It's a really good kind of like gothic horror story. I was really impressed with it. There was a lot of really cool stuff in it, and I found the ending really touching. What else, man? There was something I was going to talk about.
What was the
and
Chris
now I-
Sasaki book you got from Chris?
Oh yeah, yeah. By the way, thank you for mentioning that. I did get in the mail a nice gift from one of our listeners, Chris. He gave me a copy of Volume 1 of Something Is Killing the Children, which is a book I've been meaning to read for a long time.
What is it?
I haven't gotten to it yet, but I'm excited to read it. It's a like a graphic novel.
Ooh,
comic book?
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like a baby that I much rather read a graphic novel than a whole novel. I'm like, I have to read all 500 pages. Is this an English class? Come on.
Oh, I was gonna say too. I did start playing High on Life 2,
Oh, cool.
and I think it's pretty good.
I like that first one. It had
Pretty good.
that
Yeah.
comedian lady that I like as one of the guns.
This one has it doesn't have Justin Roiland's gun anymore.
Mhm.
So that gun's gone. But you still have JB Smoove, and you have Ken Marino has one.
Oh, fun.
Tim Robinson is back. And there's a couple other ones too. I can't remember who they were, but Richard Kind does the voice of one of the bosses. There's a lot of really fun voices in it. I'd say check it out if like a kind of a light first person shooter is your thing. But
he was
it's got
really
some-
fun in Poker. I don't know if you've watched Poker Face at all. He was
no,
really fun in Poker Face.
I want to. But yeah, it's I'm having a lot of fun with it so far. It's got it feels like a little tighter than the last one. I like the gunplay a lot more, and I think the plot is just a lot more fun, and there's less edgelordy shit in it, like all the enemies aren't yelling cuss words at you, and everybody's not talking about drugs and committing suicide all the time, which I felt like was a lot of what the NPCs talked about in the first one. This one doesn't have a lot of that edgelord shit, which I appreciate. So yeah, that's it for me. Vanessa, how did you level up?
Oh, I was sick. I was sick as a dog for about 4 days. And I
That's
think
what
it's
babies do.
Yeah, that's what baby do. I don't
She
think I
hung out
was
with a
sick
baby.
because of baby, but yeah, I did hang out with a baby, and then became sick afterwards. But I don't think it was the baby that got me sick. My cat had a little eye issue going on, so I went to the vet. It's possible I picked something up there, but anyway, I was basically just in
Well, you also
bed.
sucked the pus out of the cat's eye because he thought that's what a
Yeah,
mommy cat would do.
that's what a mommy cat would do to make it better. I licked his little pussy eye,
Oh,
and then I
stop
slurped
it.
it down. Um,
Cutting that.
so really, all I did while I was sick though was play Legend of Dragoon because I was stuck in bed and I figured
You
might as
love to
well
goon.
make the best of it. Yep. So I gooned for essentially 4 days in a row, and that is why I am on disc 4 and
Mhm.
am
Whoa.
able to recommend places where we play to. So it's not very exciting because all I'm doing is talking about the game we already talked about, but I really have not done anything else. Johnny, how did you level up?
Well, I leveled up. I bought the expansion or the Switch 2 pass or whatever you call it for Xenoblade Chronicles 1 because I never played that DLC at the end. Did you play that, Vanessa?
No.
It comes with the definitive edition of the game.
Well, I don't believe that I did.
I didn't either. And so this one starts out with 2 Nopons in your party, and they're kids. They're Ricky's kids. If you remember Ricky the Hero Pawn from the first game, the little fuzzball with the ears that are wings and hands
I do
at the same
remember
time.
that.
So he's got 2 kids, and I feel like 1 Nopon is the perfect number to have in a party, and 2, when they keep talking to each other, it's a little too much. I don't want to be mean. I love the Nopon, but it's too many Nopon, and it might be because they're also children and they won't shut up. Oh my god. It's too much. I'm sorry. Nopon. Also, have you ever heard, Vanessa? Jim too, obviously, but I feel like it's more of a Vanessa thing. Have you ever heard of Ruth Goodman? She is an English historian.
I don't believe that I have.
Have
you
you
related to John Goodman?
Yes, it's her. She's his sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but English.
But the answer is still no.
Mhm.
I have heard of her brother though.
Now, have you seen Victorian Farm, which was a 2000s, I think, BBC series where a Ruth Goodman and 2 other like historians live and work at a farm and do not interact with modern technology for a frickin' year for some reason?
Johnny, I think you know we have not.
I've seen things like that, but I don't think I've seen that.
I feel like it might have been like a Danish show originally or something, but there've been a lot of things like that. And it was one of the original ones, like that, where like going back and acting like it's the 1870s or so.
Yeah,
And
I've seen a few series like that, and it inevitably just ends up with the women walking around in their underwear because like modern women just will not wear the clothes that women wore back then. They're like, I'm not wearing this corset every day. I am walking around in my bloomers.
She only wears a corset for like a special dinner. Normally she's just wearing like, she's a farm lady. She's not fancy. So she has to like, but laundry takes a week to clean a week's worth of clothes. It's nuts how much of her week is spent doing laundry. It's insane.
Scrubbing away.
But it's really interesting. They do kill a lot of animals in that one. A lot of animal death because it's a working farm, right? And then so I learned what brains and brawn really comes from, because she separates the brains and brawn being like muscle and skin and sinew, while she's making this pig's head dinner. I'm like, this is disgusting. This is horrifying, especially because the pig is a pig that you've seen for the past 3 episodes and is super adorable.
Oh, so you know the pig.
Yeah, you know that pig. It had a name.
Imagine how well she knew the pig.
Yeah, it's you know what? I am a meat eater, but this, I feel like if I was doing that, I would turn vegetarian in that and probably starve to death. But it's really an interesting show. And just if you look up History Extra Ruth Goodman, she has a bunch of videos on like what life was like for regular people during the Tudors and during Victorian times and like the early 19th century or early 20th century. And her videos are just really interesting. And she's such a good presenter. It's all about English history, but the stuff I like to leave on while I'm working, and I really, really enjoy it. I've also been listening to some new music, and that's been neat. Trying to expand, see what's going on in the 2026 music scene. So I've been listening to some new stuff. YouTube Music keeps recommending French, like super chill French music, which is fun. Yeah, that's it. Matt, how you level up?
Well, I saw Masters of the Universe, and I really enjoyed it quite a bit. I thought it was very fun.
How about that soundtrack, huh?
Yep, soundtrack is great. It looked way fucking better than I thought it was going to look, but we're going to, for the most part, there were a couple of CGI scenes that were a little... Anyway, we're going to talk about it in a bonus episode, so that's all I will say. And other than that, I finished a couple of books. The first one is one I've talked about for 2 weeks now, Tagana by Guy Gavriel Kay, which was gorgeous. That was a real shock to the system for me. I'd heard about and known about Guy Gavriel Kay for years and years.
I read one of his other books. I haven't read that one.
Do you know which one you read?
I can tell you.
Do it. Tell him.
The Last Light of the Sun.
Oh, yeah. I haven't read that one. I've only read Tagana. It was the first one I'd read by him. I have his first book, The Finnevar Tapestry, queued up to read at some point, which I think is a trilogy maybe, and like a portal fantasy. I'm interested in that. Tagana is a just a straight fantasy novel in kind of an Italian influenced, Renaissance era influenced setting about it's about a group of people who are combating with 2 sorcerers who have taken over this peninsula that they call the Palm, made up of several small nations. And it is about them kind of trying to get out from under the thumb of these sorcerers. And it was excellent. I had a few minor quibbles towards the end. One character in particular had a story that I think the character I was the most excited about and really invested in towards the end of the book, just kind of, I don't know how I feel about it, but I don't want to say anything and potentially spoil things if somebody's thinking about reading that in the future. So, and then there was a little bit of like people pairing up at the end where I was like, what? They kind of felt like it came out of nowhere. But other than that, there were minor things to what otherwise is just a gorgeous. I mean, for years I've heard people say Guy Gavriel Kay his writing is amazing, and all I can really add to that is, yep, that's true. It's fucking gorgeous. It's like poetic and lyrical and descriptive and beautiful, and kind of sometimes there'll be a turn of phrase that'll make you go like, God damn, the English language is actually pretty nice. Pretty nice language we got here. It was great, and I'm looking forward to reading more of his stuff in the future. And I just today finished a book called Columbus Day by Craig Allenson that was recommended to me by listener Samu, listener and patron Samu, which was a pretty standard military fantasy novel, but with some really good twists and some fun characters, and I did really enjoy it. I read it in a couple of days. It was short, and I also got hooked on it and was reading quite a bit of it. Reading it whenever I could squeeze it in. And that one's got big twists in it that I don't really want to spoil, though. The setup is aliens show up on Earth and humans kind of get enlisted in their war. My only complaint with that book is that as much as I enjoyed it, A, coming down off of Tigana, the writing was okay. And B, I suspected while I was reading it, I was like, boy, like it's got a lot of like references to modern stuff, which doesn't make a ton of sense in like this is the future, futuristic sci-fi novel, but I don't know how far in the future it's supposed to be set. The references are very like 80s and 90s heavy. And the whole time I was reading it, I was like, boy, this feels like it was written by like a boomer or a Gen Xer or something. And I looked the guy up and he is a boomer. And I very much was like, yeah, that tracks. Like the references were just dated. And the book came out in 2016 and the references were so dated. It was kind of annoying. And like midway through the book, the main character meets a person, let's say a character that he nicknames Skippy. And I felt like the book really enjoyed having this character named Skippy. And I was like, okay, Grandpa, like you think that's a fun name. It sounds like some howdy doody bullshit to me. I don't like it. But I tore through the whole book and have just started the second one. So it was a good recommendation. Thank you, Samu. That's it. That's how I leveled up.
Attention. I have something to recommend that I forgot. While I was sick and playing Legend of Dragoon, I listened to a lot of podcasts, and I listened to one particular episode that I really enjoyed. It was an episode of a podcast called Podcast the Ride, which typically covers theme park stuff, but this particular one was about that, remember the Muppet special they did with Sabrina Carpenter a bit ago?
I didn't see it.
It was
I still
fun.
need to see that.
It was good.
It was fun. And part of that is that in the audience of the show, they had humans and Muppets sitting and watching and reacting to what was going on. And this podcast, The Ride episode, featured Griffin Newman as the guest, who's an actor, also host of the Blank Check podcast, a very good podcast. He was one of the people in the audience. And so he spent the whole episode sort of talking about, first of all, how he arranged to be in the audience and what that experience was like, and just really got into how they filmed the new special and what it was like to be there with the Muppets. And he's such a huge, sincere fan of the Muppets. It was really pretty charming to hear someone talk about something they love so unironically. That's not always a skill I have, so I admire it in other people. And I think if you're at all a Muppet fan, or a Griffin Newman fan, or a Podcast The Ride fan, I would recommend checking out that episode.
Vanessa, this leads into I had a nap before work yesterday, and this is a Johnny's Dreamcast. It is one of the best dreams I've ever had. And Vanessa had not told me about this. This is just
I
on my own.
didn't tell him I listened to this podcast, but this was the night after I listened to the podcast. So pretty spooky.
I was in the dream. I was seeing a movie, and I don't know if it was a Muppet movie or not. I was seeing it with my old roommate and his boyfriend, and they climbed up like a bunch of stairs to get to the seats they were going to, and I sat down. And I noticed there were Muppets in the audience in this theater. I was like, oh, well, they're probably like doing a thing. I don't want to interrupt them. So I sat down in a row that I thought was empty. But then I turned to my right, and Sam the Eagle was glaring at me. He was there. There was a puppeteer under him. Like I knew it wasn't a real eagle. There was a puppeteer, but the puppeteer was like covered in tulle, like gauzy stuff. And then I like looked over, and the puppeteer started talking to Telly, who was in the row in front of me. And there was another Muppet. I must have been Rolf or something across the aisle from me. And I was so happy I woke up. Like I was so excited. I couldn't believe I was about to have like I was having interactions with the Muppets, and yeah, it was too exciting, and I just woke up.
Oh no. Well, Johnny, I think that you should listen to that podcast episode, because I think it will give you a lot of pleasure to hear about the Muppets sitting in the audience of the new Muppet special.
I guess I just love the Muppets.
Who doesn't? I mean, if you don't love the Muppets, what's wrong with you?
All right. Before we go, we do have a quick email to read.
Jim looks so
from
bored.
longtime listener Ron.
Oh yeah, let me read that. let me read that email because I was just chatting with Ron on my Facebook. All right, here we go. Hey peeps, I'm just so incredibly grateful for you all. First of all, I gotta say, happy Juneteenth.
Happy
Now,
Juneteenth. I was
look,
sick.
this is easily one of the whitest shows I listen to, but I still love and appreciate
What?
y'all.
Oh.
Man, I'm sorry. I think he's right. I'm actually planning to jump right into
it's
south
a
of.
pretty dang white show.
Ron is actually planning to jump into South of Midnight the second he wraps up Dragon Quest 3 HD2D. Honestly, just hearing you guys take on Black culture is going to be a moment for me as a listener. Is this going to be like that time I went to go see the Society for Magical Negroes and then the ticket taker at the theater interrogated me as to why I was going to see it? Maybe it'll be like that.
I hope not, but we are open to feedback about anything
Yeah.
we got wrong. I would love to learn.
Of course. Now let's talk about Legend of Dragoon. Has one of my favorite battle systems ever. I absolutely live for the high drama of the additions. The way they scream out their attacks is everything. Honestly, maybe that's why I love Sailor Moon and anime so much. It is very anime coded. Side note, Tuxedo Mask is low-key bi and Sailor Moon R. He literally had an alien boyfriend, and that is why he throws roses.
Whoa.
Well.
Oh.
Huh. Looks like Johnny was right. Speaking of, I'm utterly obsessed with Rose, her master of the menstrual dark element and pure badassery completely clears a lot of these modern cunty queens they're trying to recreate today. When she screams more and more, I swear I repeat it and do the pose at least once a week. I love this combat system so much I actually designed my own moveset. Internal cacophony. I stun the enemy by striking them right in the tummy and then finish them off with a massive hammer blow and erupting entropy. Since I'm earth element based, this pulls a violent explosion right out of the ground, draining the enemy's energy and healing my entire party. So here's a question for the crew. What would be your ideal element and weapon? What kind of physical addition and magic attack would you give yourself? Well, okay, let's do these one in a row. Very quick. No, just first guess, best guess. What would be your ideal element and weapon?
My element is psychic.
Weapon.
It's not an element.
Your brain?
It
your
is
weapon
according
your
to
brain?
Persona. My weapon is giant two-handed sword.
Ooh.
So that's always my favorite when I play a game, is when you have that huge sword that just hurts things so bad when you hit them. It's really slow,
All right.
but it kill good.
Jim.
My element is ice, and my weapon is my fists.
Ooh. Vanessa.
I cannot abide stagnant air, so my element would have to be wind.
Farts.
And my weapon, I think,
Farts.
would be. Johnny, why you doing me
Sorry,
like this?
sorry. I'll stop.
Johnny.
Sorry. What's your weapon?
Probably farts, though, right?
Yeah, I guess farts.
No. I'm a fire science. So I gotta go with fire, and my weapon would be a Gatling gun. I think that'd be all these monsters are just gonna be like paste.
I mean, fire and Gatling gun go together quite well, I think.
Yeah, exactly. What kind of physical addition?
Not
and
very
magic attack
imaginative
would
on the elements, though. Just all three of you. Incredibly disappointing.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, but I wanted to be sincere for once. And
What's wrong with
I
psychic?
Sincerely.
Also, we're trying to get through this,
psychic.
Matt. We're trying to get through this. We're
First
trying to
guess,
take the
best
most
guess,
direct
remember?
route through the rest of this.
I just genuinely, I'm an air sign, if we're going off that. And
That's
I
not part of the
hate
question, is what your sign
stagnant air.
is.
Well, it was part of Johnny's answer.
Vanessa, what kind of physical addition and magic attack would you give yourself?
I would like to put people to sleep because I love to sleep myself and I am concerned that not enough people get enough sleep. I think that I would use my book, which is definitely my actual weapon, not farts, to read them a sleepy time story and they would fall asleep.
All
I
right.
would call it sleepy time.
Jim, physical addition and magic attack.
Sleepy time tea bag, right? Because when you knock them out, then you do
No, I don't want to teabag anyone. I don't want to fart on
Jim,
anyone. I just want people to
Physical
get a good night's
addition
sleep.
and magic attack.
I think I would. My move would be to completely eat someone and absorb all of their HP and moves and magic.
Oh, that's cool. Matt.
I'm not sure what kind of physical addition would you give yourself. You hit him again. That's what the additions are. But my magic attack would definitely be Brain Bang.
Ooh, I like it. My physical addition would be like a Zangief spinning pile driver move, and my magic attack would be turning into the enemy because I always like that. I think that's fun turning
It is
into an
fun.
enemy. And last bit, because I'm feeling cheeky, design a move set, just one move for the person to the right of me on Zoom. Matt is to the right of me, so I'm gonna say Matt's move set would be like a drunken fighter. Matt's a drunken fighter, and his big move is that he gets thrown into the bushes.
I get thrown into the bushes?
Yes,
Huh.
but it does damage to the enemy.
Okay. Well, the person to the right of me is Jim. And so Jim's attack obviously is going to be hair-based. His hair is going to extend to crazy degrees, and he's going
I love
to
it.
whip the enemy.
Yeah, whip my hair.
The person to the right of me is Johnny, and Johnny is like a grappler, and what are we supposed to do? A move set?
Yeah, just
What does that mean?
I don't just say a move. Just say it.
Oh, you're gonna give everyone pile drivers.
Yeah. And Vanessa.
Vanessa got skipped.
Yeah.
Well, we're all in different orientations of each other.
Yeah,
so-
Vanessa, you'll have to make another move for yourself. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll make a move for myself. Since I have declared that I will have a book for my weapon, I will call my move thick-headed, and it will just be me bonking people upside the head with my book and telling them to get their shit together.
Ron also
Okay.
says, I know the edition timing in Legend of Dragoon could be brutal, but that Ultimate War God accessory does absolute wonders. I really hope you guys enjoy the game, and hey, watch that remake get announced a month after you finish it just so I can play it again with better translations. Mucho amor, Ronaldo Oso Negro. Thanks,
I
Ron.
know it's gonna happen.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you, Ron.
That's
Thanks,
why we did
Ron.
this. That's why we played it. That's why the patrons voted for this game, because they know what's going to happen.
Mhm.
We play
Is this like
when it
how
gets
the
announced.
second I bought Paper Mario for the GameCube, like a week later, they announced the remake after I
Mhm.
spent $120 on that thing?
All right, that's it for this episode of Square Roots. Quick reminder, we do have a Patreon at patreon.com/Square Roots Podcast. This month, you can find our Masters of the Universe bonus coming later. We have a ton of other bonus content on there. You can get all of it at the $3 tier. You can get access to all that content, plus the ability to vote on games that we play on the show at the $5 tier. We're pretty close to announcing the next game, I think. I mean, a few more weeks, maybe we'll be there. A couple more weeks, we'll see. But after that game will be another vote, so stay tuned for that. No matter what tier you subscribe at, though, we do like to personally thank some of our patrons every week. I'm going to start us off this week by thanking Angel, Florian Jonas Kramer, Amanda Douglas, Johnny Five Alive, Josh Holt, Chris Rains, Andy Smith, Samu Mitchell, respectable name, and Ron.
I'd like to thank a dyslexic JRPG hero killed my dog, Gage Lasharite, Mary, Queen of Scoffs, Lex of Ariel, Cameron Shoei, Butts on Parade, Ross Hartley, Tracy the Borg Queen, Charles Schwartz, and Isaac Wright.
I'd like to thank friend of DeSoto, Aaron O'Toole, Hexagon, John B. Quaker Oatman, Tom, Sexy Grandma's Retirement Home, Loafing Around. I made meatloaf this week. Cat Bogus, Sean Gonzalez, Ward Childress, and Keysby Knight.
And I'd like to thank Nawford, David Houston, Anthony Lerma, Cyril the Wolf, John Scala, Bring Back Lindsay Lohan, interesting stance, Bree Girth, Brian Pitt, Ari Kobavara, and David Arnold.
All right, that's it for this episode. If you'd like to send us an email to have read on the air, our email address is squarerootspodcast@gmail.com. Find us on Blue Sky at squarerootspod.bsky.social, or email us. We'll send you a link to our Discord channel.
Please rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, Ghana, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Thanks to Stephen Morris for Square Roots theme. You can find Stephen on YouTube. Links in the show notes.
All right, for Square Roots, I'm Jim Banks.
I'm Matthew Van Zant.
I'm Johnny Brandon.
And I'm Vanessa, who fights with farts.
Aww. And books.
Bye.
Bye. I ruined Vanessa's magic.